By me.
All right, let me bring you up on YouTube and watch me and you. Mute me.
Mm.
So let me ask you, now that we are here,
Uh-huh.
what uh, what caused you to switch? What caused
Caused
you to
me to
go?
switch?
I mean, it's not really a switch. You're still a little bit into magic, right?
Yeah.
Or are you fully FAB now?
I'm pretty like 80-20, I would say, into Flesh and Blood.
Okay.
Maybe more like 70-30, I guess, really. I talk a lot more about, I feel like how content has at least gone for Flesh and Blood compared to Magic has been
Yeah.
significantly different, because when I see everything about Magic, I don't even see stuff about like, oh, how great these cards work together, or look at this beautiful art from these things. And mostly it's just, how is Wizards messing up their community and their game, right? And a lot of it is just general drama. And as much as I love drama baiting on YouTube, because certainly will do great for clicks, I'm definitely not one to want to make content like that over and over. I feel like if you instill yourself in a negative space and you only talk about negative things, a lot of it just kind of isn't fun anymore. So I figure we'll do that. But you're also muted again. I don't know why that keeps happening, but
It is so weird. I didn't even have the actual thing on.
interesting.
And its system is muted for some reason.
I wonder if there's like
All right, well,
I wonder if there's a
cut out,
cable you're
just
hitting.
Let me know, and I'll know where to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll throw you a quick. At least you can hear me, so it's not like.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah. That's kind of it. Like, Flesh and Blood has been having some really, really great things in its community, and the steps that it's taking in its game is very positive. Although there are some negative things, I won't deny that. But it's not like it's like a huge corporate issue in which like the CEOs need to get out of here and like things need to change entirely. It's it's a brand new game practically still, and that's kind of it, right? So yeah, but
it's on what now? It's 9th iteration, right?
Actually, Dusk Till Dawn will be the 10th set of Flesh and Blood. So right now we're kind of in year 3 of Flesh and Blood as of right now. Hey Yoko, how you doing, ma'am? Welcome on in. But it's kind of the case, right? A lot of things in regards to Flesh and Blood, you can tell it's very much so game based. They make stuff based around the game. If you're a player, you really, really get a lot of awesome resources and collectability collectability like opportunities with like promos, and not to mention they have $1 million circuits in their competitive events, so that certainly helps push that forward. And I'm sure they've got a lot of production, right? I know I just watched a little bit of the Pro Tour that just happened in Minneapolis, and that was cool. But I think a lot of there's just like too much bad blood in Magic. I still love Magic for what it's worth. Absolutely. I would still love to sit down and play Commander with anybody who wants to play. I'd still love to get an awesome competitive Pauper deck together and play with some other people at an LGS if need be. But as far as like me wanting to cover content for them, or like be a sponsored, Wizards of the Coast streamer, is the money good? Sure, probably, but there's a lot of negative that comes with it, and I just don't feel like I have the mental fortitude to fight off millions of people in regards to that. So
totally understood. So
yeah.
So I would say that I got involved. I want to say this is 23, 22 is all Magic. I think I want to say December of 21. I started buying a bunch of the Magic stuff.
Right.
Not the Magic stuff. Sorry, the Flesh and Blood stuff. Yep. And I just stored it. Again, I'm a patron of Rudy's, which is probably It's probably a bad thing in a lot of eyes, but let me tell you, I get a lot of information.
He's got good deals. He's got good deals. So
well, I'll be honest with you, I've never bought a thing from him because I find better deals. There are better deals out there.
All right.
So I'm finding that being a patron of Rudy's is more of a niche thing. Hey, I happen to be kind of thing.
Right.
So one of the good things, though, is I see a lot of insight information from the posts and things that he sends out. And he had this, I think it was when Monarch came out. He sold a bunch of it really high, and there was a big issue, and he had to give some money back, or he offered to give money back to people who bought high when it tanked at some point, or something happened. I don't know for sure the whole story. But I was one of the ones that said, man, I need to buy this stuff up. And I'm glad I did. That's one of the things I'm glad I didn't put my money into a lot of these products that are going nowhere. There are a lot out there that are going absolutely, they come in, they have a lifespan of about 3 months, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
Or they just kind of fade down. And
like you hear what happened. I don't know if you ever heard about the TCG Genesis. Oh, you're muted again. I don't know why this keeps happening.
Crazy. I wonder. That is me. That is weird.
I don't know. I'm not even touching my keyboard. So
yeah. So, anyways, what were you saying?
Yeah. So Genesis. That's another TCG that it had a nice little like almost like a 1.5, 2 year run. Hey Travis, how you doing, man? Welcome on in.
Travis,
Cosmic Vibra.
Travis, hey guys.
How you guys doing? Welcome on in, guys. For the record, we're just shooting the shit real quick before we get into Kraken. We got tons of stuff to. Well, Twiddler has tons of stuff to open. I'm here to observe, right? And so make sure he doesn't make sure he doesn't flip and rip the wrong card coming in. So
there you go.
But yeah, it's some of these games, right? A lot of TCGs are in their startup phase, and when that happens, it is just so. Gosh, I don't know. It's an interesting concept because you really, really want to make sure that your game has to follow a certain path. And that's kind of how I felt with Lorcana, right? Lorcana, when I heard about stuff with Lorcana, I was talking with MTG Gaming Bob, I was talking with some other people, and they were just like, Lorcana is going to be the next big thing. It's going to blow everything out of the water. It's going to be the best game. And I'm like, cool. I'm going to wait until I see what gameplay looks like because I'm a player, and then I'll go from there. And then the second the game was, all the rules and stuff were released, I went, oh, well,
kids.
I'm not really right. It's there's not going to be any kind of hyper competitive scene. It's like playing chess against somebody else, but like you don't have to just destroy pieces or whatever. It was very like not a lot of interaction between two individuals. And so I was like, well, it's probably just a way for kids to play, a card game, and it's Disney based, so it makes sense. But, right. I'm sure there are Disney adults who are going to play it, and I'm sure there are LGSs who are going to hold the stuff super well. I know, MinMax Games, a store that does really, really, really well in Flesh and Blood, is going to hold product for that as well. I don't know whether or not they'll hold events, but I don't know. So yeah, it's one of those things you can't really make a guess. So
yeah, no, I totally agree with you. And in all honesty, it can't hurt to have an interest in something that could be. It does hurt when you put an interest in something, and obviously it completely tanks, and you put your life savings into it and stuff. So you have to be choosy, picky, and you have to understand what it is that you're investing in, the possibilities of potential. People understand that this may or may not be something that could potentially become.
Right.
Then maybe you're like Bob has said, absolutely has not had any hiding whatsoever. He's going to be spending a lot of money on Lorcana.
Yeah.
Lorcana. And if it pans out, then he made the absolute 100% right decision.
Right.
But if it does become just a niche, a fad, something that becomes a kid's, and you never know, if it's a kid's thing and it takes off because of kids,
right,
then maybe it's a market that people didn't think about that they're tapping. Because right now, a majority of your players, I mean, they're teens and up, really.
Yeah.
You know, in FAB, Magic, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's a market that's untapped, but then therein lies the, oh my God, this card's $1,000. Oh my God, these are kids playing, so on and so forth. Then now you have all the collectors that are coming in and buying it up and driving prices up. And I mean, the market's there, so Disney's got to be careful with what they're doing.
Yeah,
as well.
For sure. It's definitely, you know, there's a risk with it all. I mean, especially with something like that. And I think having a Disney IP does at least have a nice little backing to it. But, you know, that's like the same thing to be said about, you know, Richard Garfield, the creator of Magic, made like 3 other TCGs, and they're nowhere near what Magic is right now. And so it's not like you have the mastermind behind it and everything that they make is going to be successful. There's always an opportunity that something could change. And so I'm always hopeful that a company that really cares about their game and not just about the money aspect of the game, although I understand from a business perspective that you also have to care about the business.
Absolutely.
But as long as they actually show that they care about their game, that is something that that's like reading like the white pages of like a company if you're going to invest in stock, right? Like that's something I want to see from this. And so when I know, even still to this day, that James White, the owner and creator of Flesh and Blood, goes to local armories when he visits different places around the world to play Flesh and Blood at an LGS just to hang out with people, like, I think that's really cool. I think that's something that you're not going to see. Cool. You're not going to see too many people do that. And I feel like there's that kind of, you know, connection that people can have with James White. And he's just super cool. And I don't know, like, that's kind of the thing. Like, I don't see that with many other card games. And I certainly don't see that in Magic, at least. I know there's a lot of like the creator team. So that's a thing, but who knows, right? Yama, you got a shard? Dude, that's sick. Yeah, nice. Michael, how are you?
Will there ever be a hand-drawn stick figure for Mrs. Twiddler for FAB?
I'm sure Twiddler can make that happen.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
That's at least a whopping 50 on you, though. You gotta drop $50 and take that one.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Oh my God, we had a blast last night, so it was so fun.
Oh yeah, did you? There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was discussing Lorcana flipping. There you go, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, listen, the one thing I've learned about Ashen, if you guys have not learned yourselves about Ashen, is he's open for everything. It's not just Flesh and Blood. It's not just Magic.
Right.
Look, if there's a market, and I know that you're, you know, obviously you're, from what I've seen, you're not in this, you know, like I am. I'm invested in it to flip it.
Yeah.
You're invested in it to discuss it.
Yes.
You know, to bring content. So, you know, and a lot of people say, hey, you know, people like that clash, blah, blah, blah. No. I think, see, this is the perfect example of two different styles being able to merge together. I can open it. You can comment on it.
Yeah.
Create your own content. Look, I'm recording this because I'm going to upload it on my stream later. Matter of fact, nope, it looks like my recording ended up stopping. So I'll just text over.
It's okay.
So apparently all kinds of things are going on.
Right. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in StreamYard today.
Yeah, crazy stuff. But anyways, so yeah, we've got all kinds of stuff here. We're gonna looks like we're gonna start with Welcome to Wrath. Was Arcane the second one and then Crucible? Right?
Yeah. So it'll go Welcome to Wrath and then Arcane and then Crucible. That's how that goes about. So
here real quick.
And so
now these are unlimited. I didn't get in until the unlimited time frame on these 3, but everything else is first print runs. So,
right.
Now I realized that the last 3, when they did, I guess, phase 2, that they kind of did away with the unlimited thing.
Correct.
I guess it's just going to be, you know, a set.
Yep.
A release and then a stop, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think that these unlimited and the first print runs and the first 6 that were, I think these are going to be like your vintage Magic.
Oh, for sure. And it's funny.
Years down the road.
I don't know if you looked at, you know, I could probably get you a link to it also, but something that is really nice about Flesh and Blood is that Legend Story Studios, the company behind Flesh and Blood, they are very transparent about their print runs for their product.
Right.
And
I've
so
seen that, yeah.
we came to find out that Welcome to Wraith Unlimited actually has almost like 300,000 boxes printed compared to its first edition stuff, which is like, it's like
way less.
It's like six like 60,000 or something, like super cheap. It's actually probably less than that. So
yeah.
So that's the nice part. And so Welcome to Wraith being the very first set to come out, even the unlimited stuff is going to hold personally as probably one of the most well-renowned draft experiences in Flesh and Blood history. It's probably going to hold a pretty awesome sealed value in the future for sure. And they're still pretty cheap right now too. So
they are. I've actually put in more for some more of the unlimited stuff. I think Tales you can still get first print edition runs. I've seen that. Everfest, I know you can in a couple of different places.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because obviously you're way more into the market than I am on this stuff. But in my opinion, Everfest is going to be the fallen empires of the beginning, the first half.
I think there's merit to that. But for some reason, from what I've seen, is these supplemental sets seem to do incredibly well on the singles market. Incredibly
really? Okay,
well.
Good.
So a lot of stuff in Everfest, a lot of the stuff in there actually is cards that are used really well, like today. There's also a lot of cards in Everfest that do not have a use as of right now, but will very well possibly have a place in the future. Such as things like, there are a lot of items that were made in there, like potions and talismans and all this other stuff in there. You don't really see that have any play in the meta right now, but 4 years down the line, right? Everfest also was only printed in first edition as of right now. There is no unlimited Everfest, and apparently there is a rumor that it is still going to happen, but at this point, they would be wasting their own time and money to make an unlimited Everfest when we already know the print run's probably somewhere around like the 250,000 box mark. So I think they're probably not even going to print unlimited there, and they're just going to keep it first edition, which means that there's a lot of spice in there. And I think it's
smart
still worth it.
That. And the only reason why is because that, Everfest was the transition from 1.0 to 2.0, and there was that whole hoopla over, I guess there were some issues with what's the guy's name that created this again?
James White?
Yeah, James White. There was some, I guess, and a lot of this I hear once again through Rudy. There were some issues, I guess, with the print runs going so high as the game became more popular, which was drowning the market out. And I'm guessing, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, due to that, that's why they had to cut back, sit back, think, okay, we need to rethink the whole game, and came out of the 2.0.
Yeah.
Because things started getting Magic the Gathering-ish. They were trying to take instead of making it a game that was not only collectible, but playable, they started to release faster. They started to print way over print. They started to flood the market rather than it being something that people wanted to clamor for. There was too much of it.
Yeah, so I would say you're not entirely wrong on the increased print run part, right? There was an increased print run. I think most of the boxes that we had seen previously from Welcome to Wraith and Crucible of War and all that stuff were like well under 100,000 boxes for first edition stuff, and people were like, that's it, right? We want, like, that's an okay number if we keep it right around there for first edition, and then if you're going to come out with unlimited, those can be somewhere around the the $200,000 $250,000 or not dollar 250,000 unit boxes, and those will be fine. But I think the whole thing behind it is that the big shift was that a channel that I'm sure you've heard of, Channel Fireball, was doing a lot of very like shady stuff with Monarch. And before the Monarch print runs were actually released for first edition, they were like raising these prices up super high for Monarch First Edition, and Monarch First Ed was the only thing that was out at the very time for Flesh and Blood, like more acceptable into markets, right? And because of that, if First Edition was the only thing you could find in an LGS, those packs were like, I mean, those boxes, right? A First Ed box of Monarch right now, like maybe, I don't know, 150 something, maybe a little bit more. I can't remember how much it is, but we didn't know the print run. And so there were certain companies, probably other than just Channel Fireball, who were raising the prices, inflating them themselves, because again, it's another First Ed Monarch or First Ed Fab product. And just like all the other ones that are going for, tens of thousands of dollars, they thought, well, this one is also going to probably do that, so we're just going to keep on raising it. And it was something like, they were like selling for like $500 a box or something. And then the print run came out. And everybody was like, wait a minute, these aren't going to be rare to find in the future for sealed products? And then everybody freaked out. It was a huge freak out moment, because it was like, yeah, there's 125,000 boxes for Monarch First Ed. And that was just too much for people. There were that 6 digits was too much for people. And they freaked out. And everybody was like, this is it. They're going to keep just overprinting more and more stuff. Nothing's going to be special. You're going to find cold foils all over the place, and it's going to be ridiculous. And so, on top of that, they also had to figure out the problem with LGS, right? Because it took a little while after for the unlimited version of these products to come out. Like, I'm talking like months before the unlimited versions came out. So if people couldn't afford the First Ed product because they were selling at a higher rate because it was First Edition, how are they going to get these cards into the hands of players? Because they want it to be a very player-focused game. Because of that, they decided to go, well, how about we just undo everything First Ed and Unlimited, and we just make it one, right? That way, you don't if you want to go hunting for First Ed, or if you want to go hunting for cold foils, you don't have to just buy the First Edition product. You can buy just the box and have the same chance as everybody else does in regards to pulling these like really, really beautiful cards. So it was yeah, you guys. Yeah, that's the concept, right? I believe
I'm reading the comments.
Yeah, Savannah. I don't know if it was him himself, but I think it is something that he personally had believed would be less. I mean, he was running that whole Monarch to 1K thing, and that was like a big thing for him because it was a big seller. He was pretty deep into Flesh and Blood at that point, and so if people were like,
didn't he have his tendrils on white for a while there? They were discussing things back and forth.
Oh yeah,
I wonder if it wasn't a push from Rudy to try to help him, and it kind of bombed on them both.
I mean, maybe that very well could be the case. I just know that he's got
so much speculation.
He's got a lot of stake into the game. I mean, so much so that he has his own card. Like, he's got his own card in the game. So he is a pretty significant backer to Flesh and Blood. And I think he saw the trend and went, well, they're probably not going to go crazy with this one, right? So, like, if we see these ones climbing, if you want to pick up a box for $250, it'll probably go to $1,000 easy. So if you get a case, you made money, and that's really, really good. And so he was also selling them on his end too. And so that was a big deal. But once he had that sit-down video where he was like, guys, it's actually not going to 1K. It's well over 100,000 prints. I'm devastated. I'm as devastated as you guys are. So let's figure it out, right? So, and then everything tanked. So many people were just like, bam, get out of here. We don't want any part of it. But the good news is that Monarch is a really good set. And the players that were able to get their hands on the set, and as it grew and evolved, Monarch was great. The cards in there are so good. And even now, look at Monarch First Ed. Monarch First Ed is still going up and being opened in mass now, even still with the 125,000 print run, because the cards are going to be useful for future sets. The game has really exploded. And sure, I don't think the boxes are going to be at 1,000 ever. Maybe 500. That's not too bad. I think it could go up to where it once was, especially with how often these things are opened. But it is interesting, right? I think it's definitely something that has legs, but I think a lot of people were just scared to open it because they went, well, right, if this is really as volatile as you think. And then Tales of Aria, we found out just recently, its first ed printing has like 206,000 boxes. So that was a lot too, but nobody seems to be too pressed. I mean, the game is still growing very well. It's still getting a lot of popularity over everybody in the TCG world. I think the one thing that like needed to be fixed, which they did a pretty decent job at in 2.0 with Uprising and Dynasty and Outsiders, is we are, it's literally, instead of it being a split thing where you have like first ed is only for collectors and unlimited is for players, it's all in one thing. And so everybody gets to really enjoy every piece of it. And they're not making it like an exclusion thing where, oh, if you can't afford a first ed box, then you don't deserve these cold foils that are going to sell for X amount of dollars or whatever, right?
Right. So one of my local LGSs has a couple of first print run. I don't know if they have Wraith, but I know he's got Monarch and Arcane Rising. And I've been thinking about buying it, but it's really high. Those boxes are extremely high right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I mean, they're probably just going to keep going up. So
yeah, to be honest, the Welcome to Wraith, if you're going to get any of them, Welcome to Wraith First Ed is a pretty solid one. It is like, I think it's like $4,000 or something right now. So like it's very expensive.
Yeah, it was up there.
But it is, but I know originally back when we were all in, the pan pizza, and we were all this stuff was happening. I think Welcome to Wraith First Edition was going for somewhere around like $9,000 to $10,000 a box. So like if you really want to like put it into perspective, like it's definitely nowhere near as high as it was. But I think now it's just because we know print runs, we know a little bit more, but they get opened. I mean, people are still opening Welcome to Wraith Alpha, which is the first edition, and the more that get opened, the more sealed products stay sealed, and that just continues to climb until eventually it's just different. So
that is so true.
But,
and last clip, because I don't want to take too much time.
Okay.
I know we'll end up being on here talking for like 5 hours.
Right.
I see Bob was saying he thinks the new model sucks. He thinks it's better for Ed and Unlimited. Now, I am kind of in agreement with that. And the reason why is because I think they had a really good thing with the first edition and Unlimited until they ended up shooting themselves in the foot with overprinting.
Right.
If they'd have done it right, I think they could have done that throughout and really driven the prices up if that's what they were looking to do. But apparently they had other things in mind and stuff didn't happen. And now we have this second edition, basically. So, I'm in the agreement that I liked it with the first print run and the Unlimited. Had the first print run been very limited every time, but again, where they overprinted certain things. So,
right.
It just, and then now you have to change your model. It's crazy.
It definitely was a huge change, and I think I'm sure there are a lot of people. I think even more specifically, the real thing that changing from first ed to Unlimited hits, and that whole thing not being a thing anymore in 2.0. The only people that really take a huge hit on that one are sealed investors and cold foiled investors, right? Like if they did exactly that, right? Instead of changing it up, they only made the first ed print run X amount, which was like well under 100,000 printed or something, and then they did the Unlimited print run, which was much higher. That is a good idea, but again, the concept came around to where they did not have the ability to make the first ed printing and then immediately the Unlimited printing and then have them both launch at the same time, right? If they were able to make that happen, and granted, I don't know the logistics behind LSS and what they were doing and like how that whole thing works. I've never printed a card a day in my life, so I just don't know. But I would imagine there's just not a lot of leeway in which they can make that happen because they want to promote the first ed product and then also get product into the hands of players. And if they make less product for first edition and everybody is on the same boat because they're transparent about their print runs, if we got a print run announcement that the first ed was like, 80,000 boxes and the unlimited was like 200,000 boxes, you probably aren't even going to see the unlimited print run for another like few months. And if that, even if it like 6 months, maybe. I don't remember what the split was and how long it took between the first ed and unlimited coming off to market. But because there was more hype into the fact that the boxes were limited than there was that the game was available for everybody at a reasonable cost, Flesh and Blood went, well, our whole point of our game is that our players are our biggest priority. So we need to make sure that there's something that is for everyone. And this is the best way to do it. I mean, what it does, though, is it does help the people who had originally started and had really cared about the game when it first released to care about this first ed product, right? First edition product after Fab 2.0 has been on a buyout for a good portion of people because you're never going to see that again. And to be fair, you may see it again once they have things tuned a little bit more. Who's to say? Right. But from what I can tell, they're seeing genuine growth and success with their 2.0 product, like Uprising and all that other stuff. Which is good. I mean, as a company, you want to see that. And so obviously the hit from first ed and unlimited split was not the reason that people were, that they were having success. They were having success with investors and collectors who wanted those specific things, which is good, right? You obviously want to have that collectability in there, but the collectability is still available in even the 2.0 stuff. I mean, you take a look at, if you look at things like Outsiders, right? There's another YouTuber that I watch a decent amount of called Overload Gaming. He does this stuff called Master Set Madness, where he just opens up cases and cases and casings and cases of cards to try and get a complete master set in by just opening product. And he opened something like 20 to 30 cases of Outsiders and did not pull a single Marvel from there. Not a single one. And those are only going for like somewhere between like $150 to $300, which is still a pretty sizable amount of money. But that just goes to show like how rare they do make these cards available. So
yeah, well, that's kind of like my serialized in Magic right now.
Right.
I've opened 15 boxes. I haven't hit a single serialized.
Yeah,
crazy.
And then that's how it's. I think that's how it should be.
People opened 20 already, so.
So yeah, that's just kind of the case there. So it's First, not as time pressed to get it. Yeah, I think they could, but at that point, why wouldn't you just make an unlimited set for everyone then, right? Right. I don't know. It's a very interesting one to see. I know as from like what I've seen, their company is still working on a lot of like the kinks in the system, right, to try and figure it out. But from what I can tell, the people who are getting into Flesh and Blood are staying. They're enjoying the game a lot. They love covering the game. They love playing the game. There's enough different like formats for you to play that are, diverse to the point where you're able to have a good amount of different play styles. And I think there's room to grow still, but of course, like I said, right, there's, it's the third year that the game's been out, right? So I think there's still plenty more we can see.
It's growing phenomenally compared to many other games. I know just about every LGS that I have here, and I'm in Jacksonville, so I can count on my hands 8, 9, maybe 10 larger LGSs, maybe 3 WPN style stores that are here, and majority of them run Flesh and Blood tournament along with Pokemon and all the other things. So it's it definitely has a following, and especially here, obviously Rudy probably does a lot of that because he's based here in Jacksonville.
Right.
I don't know if that helps or anything, but it is what it is. This is something that I'm interested in, so I have definitely put some more of my financial prowess behind stocking up on it.
Yeah.
And hopefully today we'll find a little something in these packs.
Yeah, let's get to cracking, man. It's about time. I think we got some people in here looking to get some awesome hits here. So show off some stuff.
Yeah, no problem. I do have one question for you. I think we started talking about it and didn't get it. Why is red so much more valuable than the other colors?
Yeah, so red for the most part, I think you got to kind of view it from a resource and power perspective, right? So red is really good because usually if it's an attack action card, it does a lot of damage. It does the most damage. So you'll see as they go through, red will have like a 4 power, whereas yellow will have like a 3 power, and blue will have a 2 power. So they kind of change through, but the difference is the trade-off, right? With a red, you do have a lot of power behind an attack action, but if you pitch it for resources, it only pitches for 1 resource, as opposed to a blue, which would pitch for 3 resources, which allows you to get more stuff done in your turn based on how much your stuff costs. For instance, yellows actually are super popular in a hero called Prism. Prism is an illusionist that came out in Monarch, who is so powerful she already hit Living Legend in Classic Constructed, but she's getting a new card in Dusk Till Dawn. And she cares a lot about yellow cards. It specifically says that if there's a yellow card in your pitch zone, your illusionist attacks go again, which means they're able to continue on the chain. Dromai, for instance, Dromai's another illusionist. She cares about red cards, because if she pitches a red card to pay for something, she will get an Ash token, which allows her to create a dragon if she wants to invoke a dragon. So that's kind of the trade-off here. Some heroes care about the color of the card, but most don't. It seems to just be illusionists that really care about it. But red cards deal a lot of damage, but make less resources. Whereas blue card, if you go all the way down to like the opposite end of that being blue cards make a lot of resources, but don't do as much damage. So kind of the same concept there in regards to how that works out. So red is popular, especially in like defense reactions, right? I think I was saying if you have that pile in front of you, that's something like a red Sink Below. Sink Below is a common in Welcome to Wraith, and red Sink Below is probably one of the most popular common cards in the game to date. Yeah, it is great. So, and that is the case, right? It's very, very nice. They're only I think they're $1 right now or something. But for a common card, it's used in practically every deck. So it has its uses, and it's got its place there. So
sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a couple of questions. I was looking for a box. I got a box so that as I open these, I can actually kind of. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab a bunch of these and put them in, fill those up, and then put them aside.
Yeah.
Now, Welcome to Wraith. Any commons I should look for, or skip through the commons to get?
I'd say stuff? Commons you could probably skip through a good portion of stuff. Sink Belows are good. Red Sink Belows specifically are good. Honestly, any foils you can get out of there are also pretty great. Any rainbow foils are not bad. Rainbow foil equipment also does pretty well. So like Ironrot Legs, rainbow foil would be not too bad of one there to.
Now, is that a rainbow or is that just a regular?
Yep, it's rainbow.
That is a rainbow. Yep. Okay.
So yeah, there's two kinds of foilings. Yeah, there's two kinds of foilings. So you're only in the unlimited product, you're only going to see rainbow foil. You'll never see cold foil. But in first ed product, you will any of the stuff that is like a foil version of the equipment, you don't get rainbow foil. You get cold foil instead. And so the cold foil equipment goes for a lot more than the rainbow foil because it's first ed product. But the rainbow foil still goes for a lot because it's like the poor man's cold foil, right? Like it's still something that people can use that's shiny for equipment, because a lot of people, especially in regards to equipment, Pummel are also a nice generic common there as well as Razor Reflex.
I think I had a few. Yeah,
those are, if you're looking for anything in a set, anything that is a what do you call it? a cold foil. Equipment is usually really good, but of course you're opening unlimited products. So even if it's rainbow foil equipment, usually it's got a place because equipment does not go into the deck. Equipment is something that you literally have on the board to kind of show off, essentially. So people want shiny versions of their equipment normally. So that is kind of the trade-off there. Cool. So yeah.
No, that's I'm very interested. I'll have to learn more about this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Drone of Brutality is another one. If you have Drone of Brutality in there, if you pick those up in early 2021, you probably have an early run of drones. So
that is in Wraith we're looking at?
Yes, yeah. So specifically the reds and the
alphabetical order. I do not. Well, no, I don't have.
Yeah, the reds and the blues are the ones that usually go pretty well, but that card just got unbanned in Blitz, and the fun thing about that is that Drone of Brutality is only available in the unlimited boxes in the first run of unlimited boxes for Welcome to Wraith. It was no longer printed in the other ones.
That's what I've got then.
Yeah, so that is very important because that card's going for like $5 or something right now for a common. Very, very high up there right now.
All right, so let me finish separating these real quick.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Drone. I have a whole stack of Drone right next to me here. I should have just looked. But how you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys are here hanging out with us. Again, you guys can check out Twiddler over at Twidders Place. I'm sure I've got his link in the description down below if you guys can go check him out there. And then we also have oh good, I already have you as a mod here, so you're good. You can post a link or anything if you want. But yeah, we're cracking packs today. So yeah, not in Japanese run though. So
I'll throw that up there real quick. Be done with it. And then
oh, that's right, it's a rare. Guys, how do you guys trust me on Flesh and Blood stuff? I don't get it.
Right,
it is a rare.
Just interrupt me if you need to. I like to talk. Apparently, you and I are guys that love to talk.
We chit chat, man. We chit chat. So feel free. However, whatever pace you want to check it out, right? By all means, show off whatever you have right now, and then we can start cracking packs if need be.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go box by box. So I'm gonna do the Welcome to Wraith first. This is stuff I think I opened. I don't know, 8, maybe 10 packs. Maybe not even that many. It might have only been 3. It's been over a year since I opened these. I did a video a long time ago. It didn't get any traction, so I was like, you know what? Let me put them away. Let this product get more popular. There. Which, of course, then I meet you, and here we are. So I pulled out those Razor Reflexes and the pummels, and then the foils, the rainbow foils.
There you go.
So obviously this is unlimited, so it does not have the cold foils, which is probably why I was going to ask you what do they look like, but I guess I don't need to know right now.
Don't even bother. I have one that I can show you, but I would have to dig it out from. You know what? I think I have my binder over here. So
because the next time we do this, we're going to be getting into the
first ad stuff.
Unlimited.
Yeah, you'll find it in there. We'll pull you a cold foil and that stuff for sure.
All right, so I've got a rainbow foil breakneck battery. That's a rare. And these I put all the rares and up aside, and then anything that I scanned at the time that had value. So there'll be a couple of commons and stuff in here.
Yeah.
That I sleeved up anything over $1, I think. So
there you go.
At the time.
Yeah.
So obviously that was a year ago. Prices changed.
Yeah. I would say Yellow Snatch probably nowhere near as popular as the red version of itself, but probably still a little bit there. I'm sure somebody out there is running it somewhere. But
now, is this yellow because of what we see across the top here?
Yes, yes, yeah. It's yellow. So that top strip, that's how you determine the colors. So
yeah, I see the blue, the red.
Yep.
Got it.
So if I ever determine anything as red or blue or yellow, that's what I'm looking at. So
got it. All right, and if I hit something big, let me know.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Yama, he didn't open all of the packs. This is just the stuff that he already had. No. We've got packs to open, so don't you worry.
That's how much is left.
There's still a lot of packs to open today, so.
and we're doing 3 boxes,
right?
So there'll be plenty of packs. Yeah. All right. So Warrior's Valor, Disable, Barraging Beatdown or Barraging Beatdown.
Yeah.
There's the blue, the yellow. There's the red Sink Below.
There you go.
And then Lord of Wind,
Yep.
That is a one of the mythics.
That's a majestic down there. So I don't know if you can see. You see down at the bottom there, it's got that red orb. Yep. So there's an M in there. That's for majestic. Gotcha. And then what you'll see in there, there's a purple one that should be for super rare. And then anything that's blue is rare. Anything that's gray is common. And then anything that's yellow will have an L in there that says legend. It'll be for legendary. Okay. And then Fabled has like a completely different thing. I'll know damn well when you pull a Fabled. So like if you hear me scream over the thing, we'll be hyped about it. So
all right, so let me put these. I'll put the Arcanes here, the Crucible of War. We'll start cracking some packs.
Yeah, we'll just crack some packs, man. We'll get it going.
All right, well, Unlimited, welcome to Wraith. We're going to start with, and we just going to have a good time. So, all right, so you start off already with a yellow sink below. We said the reds are really the ones you
the reds are really, really nice, so we'll kind of go through there. And so the pack order for these Welcome to Wraith ones are a little weird, I think, because you've got those rares in the middle there. Those last two cards that you just did. Those ones. So those ones are rares. So essentially it goes a piece of equipment, and then it'll give you your 2 rare or majestic or whatever slots, and then it'll give you a foil after that one. So
okay, and that was the foil I saw. Okay.
Yeah, the foil pummel there. So boom. So foil red pummel, not terrible. That's a pretty well used one. So I would say that's not too bad. Maybe a couple bucks there.
Now, from the rest out, is it more commons?
Yes, it should be more commons.
There be a mix of stuff in here.
Yeah, normally it's more commons at the end there. So it's kind of like almost how old Magic the Gathering did, where they had like the rares right in like the middle of the packs essentially. And then that's your hero token. So they have tokens in the back there. So I think that's another cool thing. These the hero tokens, I thought before I even started the game, I thought that you had to that these hero tokens were going to be hard to find.
That's what I thought.
They're available in like every pack. So they're all tokens, which means that it's really cool. Some people do like alter arts for them. Like you get like people to commission art pieces to put them in there because they're tokens. It doesn't matter, right? Like you can just have it be whatever. So
right.
It's a fun thing.
Here. I'm gonna do the pack opening over here so that anybody who has that ASMR thing going.
Yeah, right. You get that sick crinkle.
Pat's got some questions out there. It looks like.
There you go. $4 for the pummel and rainbow foil. That's nice.
There you go. 1 Fabled per how many packs? 5 legendary, 1 per 90. Oh, that's off of the.
Yeah, those are the statistics for the box there. Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah, the first few cards are generic. So you'll see. They all say generic in your pack. It'll say that kind of in the bottom there of the card. So in Welcome to Wraith, the first 3 cards are generic commons, and then you'll have a piece of equipment. I believe it's 3. It's 4. I'm ridiculous. Yep. Okay. So block. There's your piece of equipment, and then you'll get into your rares. So you have your Overpower, and then a Flick Flack. So both rares. Still not too bad. And then a foil Wounded Bull. So that one, not too great. I don't see too many people playing that one, but hey, it's not too bad. And then the rest of these cards should all be commons. So theoretically, not I would say look through them because you're new. But in future pack openings, if you wish to do any,
is to find those 3 key ones that you guys, the
sink belows and the pummels and all that. So so generic commons are only going to be in the front of the pack. So
and are those generic? Yep. Those would be part of the generic commons.
Yeah, sink below, pummel, and razor reflex are all generic cards. So
they
that
won't be in the back half. Really.
Correct. Yeah, they won't be in the back half. And I'm sure there are some cards in there that are good for the back half, but normally there is not too much at stake there. I don't believe that is where those 3 middle slots, the like 2 rares and then the foil, that's kind of where your hits are. So if you're looking for anything there, it's usually where it's at. Oh, here we go. We'll get a list of common class cards set up for you. Yama's got me hooked up. That's my boy.
That is the number 4. That is the hood. Okay, so that's equipment, like you said.
So there's a yellow sigil.
Yep.
Potion of Strength. Too bad. What's your foil?
And a
Cranial
S.
Crush. That's not too bad.
Cranial
So
Crush.
foils
S is super rare,
correct. That is correct. I would sleeve that if I were you.
All right.
Anything
That's
that is
what I need
a
to hear.
anything that is a foil super rare or more, like foil majestic. Really, I guess anything for I personally like to sleeve anything that's foil from these old sets because people want them, right? The foils they fly off the shelves as far as single markets go, so I would certainly keep them there.
I will. I'm gonna go back and I'll do them all later. I don't.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know for the future. So.
Okay, got it. Okay, and then the rest of these should be your standards, right? So, all right.
Yeah, true. Those are nice. Yeah. Yep. So there's a lot of stuff as far as like from just a pack opening without knowing kind of how like the game generally works perspective. You're probably going to want to focus more on like what your hits are since you're trying to get into the singles market. So,
correct.
Those middle packs as well as like these first few cards, these will certainly help a lot. But like anything in the back there, I'd say, on your own time, right, you can check to see the value of them. And certainly, like I said, red stuff tends to go for a little bit more. So if you find reds and blues tend to be the most popular. So
Steelblade Shunt.
there you go.
Reckless
Swing. That's a super rare. Nice. Cool.
And a common Iron Song Response.
Nice. There you go. Yeah, Alpha Rampage. That's another one too. Yeah, that's nice. You came in History Pack 1. Oh, there you go. Yeah, dude, History Pack 1. That's another one. I don't think you have any of that there. History Pack 1 is pretty cool. That is a... those are the white border ones.
Yeah. Now, I had heard that they really weren't marketable on the history. Is this something I should get because it's...
So for one, I think it's...
I have access to them.
If you're looking to get a lot of cards as far as inventory goes onto the market, History Pack 1 is pretty good because it is essentially a combination of Welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising, and Crucible of War. It's just in white border and no foils. So, and no Fabled. You can't get a Fabled card out of that one. But for the players who are trying to get into the game, it is incredibly affordable for everybody there. So if you're trying to like feed into the market and get people to buy stuff, it's certainly nice. And I think that some people really like the white border for like the meme perspective too. But I don't think it looks too bad. I think the white border looks pretty good, but I personally would prefer black border. But there are a lot of people who like.
Being it's the only set with a white border, I wonder if it won't hold value in the future, 10 years down the road.
And that's what I mean, right? The history packs. So History Pack 1 also has 36 packs as opposed to 24. So you get more packs out of it. It's a nice like culmination of the first 3 sets. So earlier on or later on down the road, it very well may be more worth it to have, especially since it's got like a ton of legendaries in there too. But it is absolutely a nice pickup for you, even if you just get a case, just because they have really good hits in there. I'm talking like everything in front of you right now. Any hit that you can get out of there, it's just not a foil. But the non-foils sell a lot faster because people want to get affordable cards. And so that's kind of it.
Right. Yeah. And at some point, those affordable cards are going to no longer be available at LGS. So you're going to have no choice but to get it off.
Exactly. I think there's rumor that... Yeah, there's rumor that I think they're supposed to be keeping History Pack 1 in rotation for like a while. Not rotation, that's a bad word to use, but like they're printing it for like a long while, strictly to get like people the cards that they need to play the heroes they want. But I'm not too sure if that's an indefinite thing or if that is at some point going to stop. So
gotcha. Now that could, you think that could lead to overprinting though?
I think it could lead to overprinting of the white border cards, which could very well be the case. Right. But you also don't have a lot of people opening it right now, believe it or not. Like, a lot of people don't want to kind of like open packs in Flesh and Blood. They tend to just leave that to the LGS to do. So like as far as like people getting other stuff out there, especially with how quickly they go, tends to be pretty crazy. So,
gotcha. So I see. Let's see, Flesh and Blood History Pack 1 booster box.
Yep.
111. Is that a good price? Or is that pretty high for something like that?
The love of it, and yes, a lot of selection cards. Yeah, plus 2 boys. Yeah, there you go. I'm telling you, it's really nice. I love the art in the game. I love everything about how the cards interact with one another. I think that even History Pack, something like that, is a really awesome pickup because, yeah, you don't draft it like you would Welcome to Wraith, right? It's not a draftable set, even though there's 36 packs, but it shows a lot of the history of the game. And there are certain cards in Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising and Crucible of War that were not reprinted in there, strictly because they're not like they're not like underprinted cards essentially. But it is a nice accumulation for like if you're not sure what hero you want to play, and you have History Pack essentially gets you a bunch of cards for like 10 different heroes. So it's worth it for a new player, and I think that's what their purpose is for that. So
well, but and that's why I was asking. Like, I can get a box for $111, but I can get a lot of the unlimited boxes for 80, 70.
Yeah, and the only reason they're higher is because they have 12 more packs. So
okay, see, I didn't realize. That's why I was asking.
So they have 36 packs in History Pack as opposed to the 24 that's in normally these ones here. So
got it. Okay,
if I were you personally, because you have a different aspect into this than something I would, for sure keep buying Unlimited. Like, I think Unlimited is for sure a great way because you have access to the cards that History Pack does not. If you have the opportunity to purchase a lot of Unlimited or that little the Monarch first eds and the Tails first eds and all that stuff, keep doing that. That is the smarter way to do things. But it also probably wouldn't hurt to keep it just in case for speculative purposes. But
well, that's I'm opening these up. I plan on keeping 2 boxes of everything.
Okay.
I plan on opening now. Granted, if the singles market goes nuts and all that stuff, I'll get more of it, open more of it, and put more of it out.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see. And, I know I have a leg up. I can always come to you and ask you questions.
Absolutely. I'd be more than happy to help. So
there you go.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Fluster Fist and Overpower.
Nice. There you go.
Power rare and a common Primeval Bellow.
Primeval Bellow. Products are evergreen and printed on the market. Demand is not it's a non-rotating game that you don't need to keep doing new products for essentially the same stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I think overall I like the fact that History product would be evergreen, because I a lot of the stuff they also did with History Pack 1 also has a different purpose in the fact that it brought Flesh and Blood, these first 3 sets, to other languages. Originally it was just in English, and didn't have any other languages available to it. But History Pack 1, they made black border versions of them in foreign languages. Spanish, Italian, French, and German, I think, are the 4. And they did that so they could push that out to other people. But funny enough, if you're gonna do a fun like collector thing, collecting foreign black border History Pack 1 is primo, because that stuff is like short printed. So that stuff is short printed. So if you're gonna pick up anything like that, you'd obviously have to figure out whatever, you can get whatever language. But I own some German Command and Conquers and Art of Wars and what's the other one? E-Strikes, Enlightened Strikes, and they are they're much cheaper for me to purchase over because they're in German, but their selling point is still very high over here in the States because they're very, very popular cards. So there's a flipping opportunity there for that, although I hate being the guy to be like, oh, you should buy these foreign products so that you can sell to US players so that people who want to use them in their language can't use them. But so I don't suggest that, but it is available. There are things there.
Hey,
so
there is a collectible market for all of it. So it's Sergeant, is that Robum says, no, I'm sorry, Yama was talking about there being only 10 cards rather than 14 cards in the history packs.
Yes, yeah. So there's a little bit less, and that's just mainly because you're not getting like a draftable version, right? The packs that are in draft packs have the normal 14 in them, strictly because you are using them for draft. It'll come with tokens for the weapons and the heroes and all that other stuff. Whereas in the supplemental sets like History Pack 1 as well as Crucible of War, you don't see that. So
right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So
it's pretty good format. He's in Australia. Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Fluke has done some good stuff though. Fluke is really cool though. Fluke and Box is actually another guy who's been doing a lot of singles market stuff for Flesh and Blood. He's actually probably one of the sole providers for the Asia Pacific region as far as singles.
He's in Australia. Is that the guy that was on Rudy's stream not too long ago when he was doing the round table?
Yeah, okay. Bald guy. Yep.
Believe it or not, that's the guy I was listening to and talking about doing 5 digits a month easily in sales. And I started thinking, you know what? Maybe this is the market I need to get myself into.
They're flying. It's
because of him.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because funny enough, I actually watched that video and I think it was maybe a rough 5 hours later I got the message from you over Discord. And I was like, I wonder if he got something to click.
So there you go. Wow. Isn't that funny how that works?
So he's doing real well. He's got a lot of stuff over the Asia Pacific region that he's been working on, and he's been getting all stuff set up over there. He's even gone as far as to like people want to like buy out his collections of stuff whenever he opens things, and he straight up tells, "Ooh, that's nice. That's a good foil. You sleeve that bad boy. That's nice. It's a good scar for Scar. We like those."
Foil, then,
yep,
so that's cool.
That one's not too bad. So, but yeah, it is very, very interesting that, he's making a lot out of it, mainly because he's providing singles to a bunch of regions that have nothing as far as Flesh and Blood. Japan, for instance, just got a ton of support from LSS. So now a bunch of callings and stuff and big events are going to happen over in Japan. It is a very, very big market over there now. And that's probably why he's making so much, is because a lot of these people need the cards and don't have them in the States area. So he's essentially a big singles market seller for the APAC region.
And that's the good thing too, is that I'm willing to ship and sell overseas.
Yeah, so. And if you're willing to do that, I mean, by all means, it is going to help out a lot, because a lot of these regions that don't have these cards and want to get into the game, especially, I mean, Japan has such a huge collectible market. It is really, really, really nice to get cards over to them, to get them interested in something like this, because let me tell you, if it grows as rapidly as any collectible does in Japan compared to here, I mean, Flesh and Blood is going to be top 3 in like a few months. Like it's going to be wild, but I think it's probably going to be a next year problem. So
I'm getting in at the right time then.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. You are for
hopping into the actual market.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I may lean on you for some advice and stuff. Obviously, I will return the favor.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm down to help you whatever need be. Right. I mean, you definitely have that market sense about you. So it's not like I have to teach you how to go about selling and doing all that stuff. Right. But best I can do is just be like, here are cards that are meta right now. Here are cards that aren't. I can give you some resources in regards to LGSs that focus on this. For instance, Min-Max Games, again, probably one of like the biggest sellers in Flesh and Blood. Super awesome place. I love them. That's a good card. Red Snatch. That's a win. That's a win right there. Oh, nice. And a super rare too. Genshi Release.
Genshi Release.
But Min-Max Games does a thing on their Twitter where they post the top 4 cards that are the biggest sellers for the week. And that's a nice little resource for you to be like, oh, people are buying these. I wonder for what.
I need. Right, exactly. Okay,
and you
cool.
go through your product and be able to find that. Because, like I said, MinMax, they're killing it in the game. They're doing it so good. They've been one of the biggest supporters for Flesh and Blood.
They'll be my Mox man of Flesh and Blood.
Yeah, they'll be able to give you a good idea in regards to that. So, yeah, right. You're getting a lot of those good Katsu super rares. So that's pretty awesome. LGS kind of sucks with Fab product, and they do 40% trade-ins. I don't know. I don't like it. Rather buy off TCG or a local states guy. Hey, I don't blame you. I think some people, if they're trying to get into Flesh and Blood, or some LGSs specifically, they don't. Another Cranial Crush. Let's go. Raging Onslaught. There you go. That's not too bad. But yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Because there are a lot of LGSs who still, to this day, view Flesh and Blood as a toxic asset. And it's very strange because, like, you obviously see success in a bunch of these other people who have been supplying these, but I think a lot of people are just a lot of LGSs, it's, mom and pop businesses, they're kind of stuck in their own way. They're doing their own thing. If they've been doing Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments for the past, 10 years, they're probably going to continue just doing Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments for the past 10 years. You know what I mean? So it's hard because they want to carry the product for people and have something available for everybody. But if they don't have people coming in on a regular basis to buy Flesh and Blood, or maybe they got burned from playing, from doing it back in the day. There's an LGS near me actually that at one point sold Flesh and Blood, but they don't do that anymore because back when it was only first ed and unlimited printings, people would just come in and they would just buy the first ed boxes and then they would never see them again. And their unlimited printings would just stay on the shelves. And so because of that, they were like, we can't do it. We can't be asked to do something like that. It's just a product that's going to stay on there. And obviously that's a different concept of all things, but yeah.
Very cool.
Raging Onslaught Yellow was meta for Prism.
I
Nice.
thought maybe it was because when first edition came out, they couldn't probably get their hands on any because there was so little of it. But
yeah, I think a lot of people
down the road they started overprinting it anyways.
Yeah. A lot of people they wanted to get into it when the time came, because obviously they were probably seeing the secondary market sales and they were like, this is absolutely insane. These boxes are going for thousands of dollars. If I can get them at, distributor pricing to get them to my place, we could make an easy amount of money. But,
super rare.
There you go. Forge for War. Not too shabby. You got Debilitates. Not too bad of a, I think most people run what do you run in Bravo? Guys, what do you run in Bravo? The blue Debilitate or the red? I run Bravo. I should just know the answer to this.
Good question. I can't answer that.
Let's see here.
Hey, the bearded bald guy's here.
Hey, bearded, how you doing, my man? I've got Lexi right there. Is it in here? This is my Dromai deck.
Am I backwards? No. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, Forge for War is not a great hit, but it is a super rare, and at some point down the line, it very well could be. So
somebody will want it somewhere. Yep. We got Overpower.
There's Drone. So that's a nice one. That's like $5 right there.
Nice. I'll sleeve that one up.
So not too bad. That means you got a first print run box of Welcome to Wraith there, buddy. So that's not too bad.
Okay, so that is all right. Good. That's a good thing. Yeah, because again, I got these over probably 15 months ago.
Right.
So and the game's only been around just going on 3 years.
Yep. Oh, it is the blue Debilitate. Okay, so a foil Debilitate, I'm sure it's not going to be too bad. So, yep, first drone of the box. So let's get some more drones there. That'll be good. You go. Double pummel. We'd like to see that.
That means you got all colors good to keep.
What's that?
All pummels are good.
I mean, it's a pretty well used. I'd say reds and blues are usually the best. Yellows are kind of a weird thing. Like normally yellows are only like very specific to certain situations. I don't see too many people. Oh, another $5 hit, buddy. There you go. Boom. Easy. Easy. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Shakalaka. Got it going. You got a blue and a red drone pack to pack. I'd like to see that.
I still got 6 packs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, still got 6 packs left.
Yep. So yeah, yellows see play and usually decks that care more so about yellows, but they're not terrible, right? I'm sure. Again, it's another thing where like somewhere down the line, somebody is going to find some kind of tech where they're going to be like, yellow Snatch was the best card in this deck, and I mean, I'm not going to believe them, but it's going to be there. So go Red Warriors Valor, not too bad.
Have you found an app or anything that can scan these cards?
Yeah, actually, I use the Dragon Shield app. Dragon Shield has a FaBTCG app that you can use to just scan. Can it tell the
difference between unlimited and limited, or do you have to tell it?
You probably have to tell it.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah. I think it usually defaults to unlimited. But so if you have first ed, you have to like check it and do a different thing.
Gotcha.
But got that cold foil invoke Soraya the Skyrocket. Do you right? I mean, the second I would have seen it, I certainly would have been like, now hold on, wait, that's a drone of brutality. I definitely was gonna let that man pass on the $5 card hit there. So,
all right, Blackout Kick, Alpha Rampage.
That's nice. That's a nice one there. Look at that. Brute Lovers Rejoice. Yep, that's a nice Majestic right there.
Majestic.
Yeah.
And that is a red too. So.
Yep. Yeah. The good thing about Majestics and super rares, and well, I mean, legendaries are normally they're normally equipment, but there are some items or not items. There are some cards in other sets that are legendary heroes or legendary items of such.
Yeah.
The Majestics and the super rares don't change color. They're only one color. So that Alpha Rampage does not come in blue or yellow. It's only in red. So yeah, true. Yeah, that Alpha Rampage is a nice one. Brute Lovers Rejoice. That's a pretty huge hit for brutes. So they're gonna like that.
Oh, what am I doing?
Blessing of Deliverance.
Disable.
All right, looks like you got a foil rare back there. Nice.
Black.
Oil rare flick back. That's a nice little sleevable there. I think defensive ninja is coming back to becoming more of a thing, so that's a nice defense reaction to have. Ninja. Yeah. Yep, lots of stuff going around with certain heroes wanting to be more defensive than offensive. Ninjas are very like aggro. It's a very aggro list, so a lot of people play aggro with Ninja, but there is a defensive style of playing it, and that tends to be a favorite for a few people, so.
There
you go. Ooh, a Crazy Brew. We like to see that. That's fun.
Got another rare.
Yeah, another foil rare. Blackout Kick. Nice. That's a good one.
Sleevable?
Yep, that's sleevable too. Yep,
that's right, you said sleeve all the...
yeah, the foils are going to be nice, so... Took out the yellow palms, put in a high roller yellow just because I run scab skins. Yeah, there you go. That's fun. Yeah, high rollers, I don't know, man. The rollers are so... I want to play Brute just because it seems so RNG silly. But, I don't know. I can't commit to buying scabbies and all the other stuff that I'll need to play it. Because I don't have a lot, so...
Alright, down to 2 packs.
Alright. Let's see if we can get you a legendary out of there. There's a red scar for a scar. Snapdragon Scalers, not bad.
Black. Barraging Beat Down. And
Scar for scar, not too bad. Hey, Dual Brain, how you doing, Ed? Welcome on in, boss. Twizzler's here. That's his alias for when he's playing when he's opening Fab stuff. the Twizzler.
Got quite a few people are like, what? All right, last pack magic right here. Let's see what we get.
There you go. All right. Fable or bust. Fable or bust.
That I would be here for like 2 weeks now. We talk, and people are like, "You're here?" Yep.
It's good to see you, Ed.
All right.
Welcome on in.
Yes, absolutely. Dual Brain is one of the best. If you guys have not sub to him, he is definitely a worthy sub right there. So, Blackout Kick.
All right.
Sigil of Solace.
All right. Big money, no whammy, no whammy.
Another rare.
Another rare. Blessing of Deliverance. Well, you know what? Not the best foil rare, but it's not too bad. So
that's all right. All right.
All right.
Fabled there. Maybe,
there you go. Maybe in the next one. Hey, listen, the next one's probably, I don't know. I like the Heart of Findal. I think it's the next two are probably the best ones, I think, because you find is I in Arknight or in Arcane Rising, or is Shard in, there's Arknight Shard in Crucible. I can't remember. I think it's in.
All right, let me keep all these in the box. That might work. There we go. All right, one box down. Welcome to Wrath or Wraith. Down. Now Arcane Rising. All right, so here's what we already had open. We had the Searing Shot, Ridge Rider Shot. These are foils. Index. Pedal to the Metal.
Nice.
Rare. Another rare.
Another one.
Take Aim. Enchanting Melody. Aether Spindle. Plunder Run.
Ooh, there you go.
That seemed to be the only one in there at the time that had anything more than a couple dollars.
Yeah, Plunder Run still, well, Plunder Run now is banned in Classic Constructed, but it's still available to play in Blitz. So I think it's still got a little bit of value to it, but I'm not too sure how many people are playing it. All right, so I'm going to double check to make sure whether or not, I can't believe.
Kind of glad I didn't crack open too many. I think maybe it was only 3 or 4 packs.
Right?
Because
I is an arc. Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right, so actually, you know what? Here, let's do this. Give us a little more room here. All right, so here we go.
All right, Arcane Rising. Now this is a fan favorite of a lot of people. A lot of people. This is where they introduced arcane damage. So this is where a lot of that stuff came in, where a lot of people were like, "Oh, so now we're able to do damage that we can't block." That's kind of crazy. So
nice. Well, you know, there was flying for a long time.
Right. Then, exactly, right. This is the equivalent, right? That's the First Fist. Not bad. Arena's Prayer.
Arena's Prayer.
Ooh, that's really good. Rangers are hot right now. That actually is a pretty good hit.
All right, let me sleeve it up then.
Yeah, I would for sure.
Then I got a Sunkiss foil.
Beautiful. There you go.
Now, is this in the same format? Four commons?
Yes. Yeah, it seems to be the case. Yeah, so.
Okay. All right.
Right, we got to hit that eye. Gotta hit that eye. Get that eye of Wikipedia. Oh, God, what is eye even going for right now, you guys? I'm going to see. I got to check.
I saw an eye. I wasn't sure if it was the same thing or something. It was around $500.
Yeah.
Might have been the eye. Green? Is the eye green?
No, that's the Heart of Findal. That one is.
Oh, that's what
well, it's okay. It is in fact 500. The current lowest price for a unlimited Eye of Ophidia is $575.
Nice.
So we want you to hit it.
That's what we need. We need that one. That one makes
exactly.
It
that one. It changes the game, right? So.
Oh, is that a tip. Also?
Yeah, that's a fabled. Yeah, that's the fabled out of this one here. So
over the tip. Oh, we got a majestic.
Oh, nice. What do we got? Arknight Ascendancy. There you go. Some Visceri love there.
Leave that up, and then a Vigor
Rush. Truly Love Uprising. Yeah, Uprising is so pretty. I think it's so good. I love Uprising. I can't wait to get a master set of Uprising myself. The dragons are beautiful. The Crown of Providence is an insane card. That card is up for $250 right now, I think, for Rainbow Foil. Cold Foil is like $400 or something. It's ridiculous. Crazy. But, yeah. It's a nice little, like nice little trip down memory lane to kind of see the first few products in Unlimited, and then as we grow into, we do more of these streams. I think we're going to do a couple more of these here, show off the sets every the Saturday mornings and check them out and see that there. Oh, what you got there? Bump. Home of the Arknight. Not too bad. Not too bad there. Foil Tome of the Arknight. Let me get you. If you guys are probably going to be faster on prices than I am.
Take it.
Foil Tome of the Arknight here. Unlimited edition rainbow foil.
Headshot.
About $1.50. So not too bad.
We'll take it. I truly love the UPR, the Dragons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, UPR is Uprising. So when we check that out, absolutely gorgeous. I pulled a sick hit for Pat. I pulled a sick hit for Pat in Uprising.
Is that the one you were talking about the other day?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thought. Since we're here and we're talking about it, we've got a captive audience.
Yeah.
We're doing 3 now. There's 9. That leaves 6 left.
Mm-hmm.
We could do 3 more streams of 2 boxes, or we could do 2 more streams of 3 boxes.
Whatever works best for your schedule, my man. I'm down for whatever. What would you guys like to see in the chat? You want to see them split? Do you want to see the whole generation, right? Because I consider these like by generations. Like first, like the WTR, Arcane Rising, and Crucible of Wars, like first gen. And then Monarch to Everfest is second gen, and then you have 2.0 stuff. So it's up to you guys. You guys let me know what you guys want to see. We'll be able to do this.
And then I'll try and make it happen. Now next Saturday, I am going up this Thursday to Pennsylvania because my daughter is going to be having a baby. So
there you go.
For the next probably week or 2.
That is okay. So we'll get some other time.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll get back together.
Mm-hmm.
Easier for me would be 2. This way, the streams aren't too long.
Yeah.
Since I already do like 9-hour streams on Tuesdays
right.
and Thursdays.
Exactly right. You literally just streamed last night. Like you're probably as streamed out as can be right now. So. So there you go. Yeah, but yeah, we can certainly do that. We can do 2. So I'm down for that. Absorb and Aether, not bad.
Convection amplifier. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, Drawn to the Dark Dimension.
That's a nice, that's some nice art right there with the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna get into some pretty cool art in this set. I like this set a lot. So, but yeah, we can certainly go ahead and do that. If you wanted to go ahead and do 2, I'm certainly down to do that. Just let us know. Whatever you just let us know. Let me know. I'm not multiple people. I am just one. So
no, you got it. Definitely.
Whatever day works best for you. Yeah, that red Fate for scene right there is actually not too bad too. That's right along the lines of as popular as the Sink Below from the previous set. So
gotcha. Okay, that's what I was hoping you'd call that out. Stuff like that. So, all right, reduced to Rune Chant, super rare, Tome of Aetherwind.
Nice. That's a nice hit for those Kano players. Reverberate. There you go.
My gosh.
Yeah, the royal we exactly.
They're going. My phone is going ding nuts.
It's always when you're busy, everybody wants to talk to you, right, Twiddler?
Well, I think it's just I'm a part of so many groups.
Yeah, right.
So that I can fit chat, I can buy product, I can do all kinds of different stuff. That sometimes I have to mute them all and then just kind of check them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be sleeping at 4 a.m. in the morning. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh my gosh. I muted so many of my group chats. So many of my friends are like, oh, we have more than, 4 friends that hang out together. We got to get a group chat. And I'm immediately like, hey, listen, I love you guys to death. I'm muting this group chat because if any of you guys are posting memes at 6 a.m., I'm going to throw my phone against the wall.
See a rare foil. Convection amplifier.
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, right? Yeah, even if you want to take some, as you want to go through these cards, even though they may not be huge hits, take some time to appreciate the art too. It's so
I'm gonna
nice.
go back. I'm just gonna, going through this now so we can look at the hits and all that stuff. I will be checking all these out.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be scanning them all.
Right, exactly. Scan them all in there. So
to read them and kind of see what they're all about.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me adjust my cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that Ravenous Rabble red is actually pretty good too. So get some camera adjusting going on.
Okay. It's Mrs. Twiddler's phone that's going off.
Oh, well, it explains why she's popular, right? So.
All right. I got to come up with a little bit better of a.
I was about to say you got to kind of contort yourself into that little space.
Yeah, a lot of people have it coming over this way, and
right.
I have it coming up and down.
Oh, I see.
Now, I've kind of worn out. These booms are so short.
Yeah.
You can't get a boom that you can stretch 5 miles away and bring it over.
Yeah, exactly. Right, because it's not at that point. It's not going to hold up a microphone, right? So.
Right.
All right. Let's see what we got here. We got to pull yourself an eye.
Arc Knight, Enchanting Melody, and then a common. Oh, there you go.
Beautiful. Whale headshots, baby.
I like how they did just the eyeball
right.
there.
Yeah, I know. It's nice, and that's nice too because it's just some nice subtle foiling in most cases, right? It's just subtle, gets the details of the card foiled out, and it's not just like bam, here you go.
I like it. I like the way they did it. Now I'm guessing a cold foil looks like a complete foil card.
Let me get a cold foil for you real quick. You keep cracking. Let me get a cold foil for you real quick.
Vigor. Pedal to the metal. Blazing Aether.
Ooh, that's nice. That's a good hit.
Very nice, yeah. And then we've got Amplify the Arc.
All right, so let me see here. We'll get this going. Hopefully it shows up well on the camera.
Get in the door. Let me check. I gotta check something real quick, folks.
Yeah.
Give me one quick second here. All right. So the one, trying to remember the name because it gets confusing. Did you say Tome of the Aetherwind was like, or was it which one card did you?
Fate Foreseen. Yep.
Fate Foreseen. Okay.
Fate Foreseen red specifically.
I thought I had seen it, but yeah. Okay.
Yep. To fight, vest. What do we got?
Spindle.
The Plunder Run there. Oh, nice. Foil red Fate Foreseen. Now that's not too bad.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can see just on my camera here, but this is kind of what a cold foil looks like.
Adjust my screen so I can see you better. I'll make you bigger here for a quick second.
Kind of shine the light on it a little bit there.
So it's the upper half, the entire picture portion of it.
Yeah, so essentially the frame around it is foil, just like the small like silver bits here. And then just this all thing, it's kind of, instead of it being a rainbow, it's almost like steel. It's like very it's very much so like, it almost looks like it would be metallic if you were to hold it. But that's kind of the difference there. So
very cool.
Yeah, they're very, very nice. They look absolutely gorgeous, and I want all of them.
So does every card come in a cold foil?
No. The only thing that actually comes in cold foil, some cards get a special thing here, but the most things that come in cold foil are actually equipment. Equipment cards are normally the ones that come in cold foil. So
gotcha.
That's kind of it.
They appear in the same slot as the regular rainbow foil.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, in first edition product, they'll appear there. So, but you either get a rainbow foil version of the card in first ed, or if it's a cold foil, like if it's supposed to be a piece of equipment, it's a cold foil instead of a rainbow foil there. So,
gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there is also gold foiling. Yeah.
Oh, prize cards.
Gold foiling is for prize cards, so you gotta win like big tournaments for that stuff. But it is really cool. Those are like hyper collectibles. So if you ever have some free money to get some of those, that's they're pretty nice.
Super Pursuit of Knowledge.
Nice. It's not a bad one. Some Dromizer running that.
And a rare. Take Cover.
Take Cover. Mm-hmm.
So, not too long ago, didn't you go to your first like tournament? Was it?
I went to my first calling in February, I believe it was. It was in Indianapolis, and that was super cool. It was essentially like a Flesh and Blood convention, pretty much, but Magic was happening there too. It's run by Star City Games, so. Yep. They run Magic stuff as well as they run Flesh and Blood stuff, but it is it was very, very fun. Yeah, we had a huge event there. Again, the Calling is another place where you can get those gold foils, and there's like thousands of dollars on the line. It's very, very cool. I wanted to go to Pro Tour, which was in Baltimore. That just happened not too long ago.
But, and that's the one you said you couldn't make it to?
Yeah, couldn't go to that one because the goal is that I plan to be moving to Colorado sometime soon here, and so I can't spend a whole lot of money on flying away to go hang out in Baltimore for a weekend. I gotta save up as best I can. So, but that's okay.
Understood.
There's also plenty more places. You know, there will be other Pro Tours. So my goal is to go to the next one. Go reduce. Only 64 because it came in the plastic wrapper.
There's that arcane damage that you can't block.
Yep, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, a lot of the wizard cards will have like Wizard and Runeblade does a lot of like that arcane stuff. And then in here we also have.
Put out. Did they bring something into the game to be able to block it, or is it still?
Yes, actually. So some of that null rune equipment that you've been pulling in these packs, that is how you block out arcane damage. You essentially, instead of, in most cases, when you're blocking for damage, if your opponent attacks you with an attack, you can take a card from your hand that has that defense value, and you can put it down to defend with it, and that's how you block physical damage. But arcane damage, you need to have some way to have arcane barrier, and then you can just Technicolor is actually a pretty sick hit. That's awesome. That's really, really good, actually. But you got for null rune stuff, if you're wearing like null rune or something with arcane barrier, you instead pitch cards to your pitch zone to pay for resources to block out some of that arcane damage. So that's kind of how they go about doing that. Yeah, Teklo's are really, really nice. That's a good hit. And
he just got an Uprising box with another 2 on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just got 4. Just got my case in, along with Outriders and Dynasty. So we're going to hit those in a couple weeks here, too. And then I think, when is the release of the new set?
The new set's in July. July 14th is when the set releases.
Okay,
so
you probably have that in time, too.
Yeah,
so
for sure. I think pre-orders...
And maybe with each release, since I'm getting enough to be able to crack a box.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down to do this each release. It saves me money from having to buy any of it. So
well, that's what I was saying. Right, exactly. Now, obviously, I don't have the ins yet to be able to get this stuff ahead of time.
Right.
But, within a few days after release, though, I usually get it. Silver tip. There you go. There is a super rare Become the Arc Knight.
Nice.
And an Oath of the Arc Knight foil.
eBay has some good sales if you're attentive. Just at a Monarch Unlimited. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah. eBay does have some pretty nice stuff there, too. Was it the 17th, Yama? I swore it was the 14th. Maybe, I don't know. You're probably right. You know a lot more than me. So. Marvel Torm. Marvel Tomaltime. That told for us I traded that to Crown. You pull it. Oh, my gosh.
It's going to have serialized cards in it, too.
Yep. That's right. Yeah. So I don't know how much you know about Dusk Till Dawn. I can inform you if you wish.
Is that a release down the road, I'm guessing?
Yeah, Dusk Till Dawn is the next set that's due to come out.
Oh, I thought it was okay, got it.
Yep, so Dusk Till Dawn is the next set to come out. and that is the first set that is going to have serialized cards in it. But they're not doing them like Magic does. They are doing them even rarer. Two of the heroes that are in Monarch, Chain and Prism, they are both in Living Legend, in Classic Constructed. So Classic Constructed being like the super popular competitive format. You can't play them in that format. But what they did is in Dusk Till Dawn, they inserted 10 copies of Chain and 10 copies of Prism that are hand-drawn by their artists, serialized, and cold foil to be found in Dusk Till Dawn. So there's only 10, like X out of 10.
Wow, that's awesome.
So way, 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 way rarer than any serialized you're able to find in current Magic product. And so it is going to be a treat to see those things pulled. And I hope I could be here. I hope you could pull one of those things. It'd be wild. Because those things are probably going to go for thousands of dollars if I were to guess. So
the hope is there.
Yeah, it's always there, right? I mean, when you're playing with packs, right, the hope is always there. So
all right. Lead the charge, Vigor Rush, Sun Kiss, Come to Fight.
You go.
Bullseye Bracers, Pedal to the Metal.
There's another pedal there.
Pour the Mold. And a Ridge Rider shot.
Ridge Rider.
Well, I think we might get through two boxes without a Fable.
Oh, it's in that last pack, Twiddler. Don't worry about it. It's in the last pack.
Well, see, I look at things negatively. The reason why is because every time I'm like, damn it, something happens. And I'm like, all right.
Right, there you go, right? That's kind of my tactic for when I'm looking at... whenever I'm trying to look for like a certain material or something in a video game, I'm just like, just don't think about it. Don't think that you want it.
Right.
Just say that you want something else and it'll give it to you. And you go, oh, shoot, that rare thing I wanted. Bracers of Belief. That card sucks. But it's all right. At least you got it in foil, so
every game has to get some sucking.
Like I said, if you got anything in foil, right? Even if the equipment is bad, foil equipment is still something, right? It'll somewhere down the line, it's gonna be somewhere, right? Right over the fact that there's serialized cards. Yeah, there are serialized cards in Dusk Till Dawn. It's insane. I'm excited. I really hope that some sick stuff is getting pulled. Or the mold. Well, you know what?
Another comment. All right. Well,
that's all right.
Maybe they're just saving it for the Crucible Award.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Hey, you get an Arknight shard out of here. That's going to be pretty sick. I think Arknight is a pretty awesome shard to get. So.
All right. Box number 2 down.
Beautiful.
Arcane Rising. And last but not least, so we don't keep everybody captive for 27 hours. Hey, at least I'm keeping you captive during the day and not at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Hey, exactly, right? I know that at least this is a time that works for me. Don't worry, you got time. My girlfriend isn't even awake yet, so we've got all the time in the world.
We got a dinner planned with my wife's sister tonight, and some other things. And I got a couple of bundles here to crack for.
Oh, there you go. You got work to do, bud.
Oh yeah. This is easily a second full-time job.
Right, for sure. The life of us content creators, am I right? Pleasing the people.
People just don't understand the pain we go through.
Right, exactly. But we're happy to have everybody here. So I'm happy you guys were able to hang out for the stream.
Absolutely. I'm having a blast. So, all right. So we got, here's the foils.
There you go.
Coalition, Foreboding Bolt, High Speed Impact.
Nice.
And then we got Crane Dance Rare, Zephyr Needle Rare.
Ooh, that's not too shabby.
Pitfall Trap, Chain Lightning, your Majestic, and another one, Skullhorn.
Ooh, a nice
This one
hit there.
This one was well over. This one was like $15 when I scanned it.
Yeah, that's not too bad right now. That's a pretty big thing into Brutes. So Brutes definitely like that card. So that's nice.
Excellent. Okay.
A good one. But yeah, the Crucible is a very interesting one. So in Crucible War, there are some hits that you can see are Find All Spring Tunic, which is a card that you were originally only able to find in Welcome to Wraith. So big hit there. Yeah, Remorseless Gorganian Tome. You're also not going to find any super rares in here. You're only going to find Majestics and up. So that is so good. It'll be
we'll something better then.
Yeah.
All right. So, now this pack feels like there's less cards in it, maybe 10 rather than 14.
Yep. Yeah, so because how supplemental.
How is the
I believe how this works is the good stuff's in the back. I believe. Okay. The good stuff's in the back.
Like a standard pack.
Yeah, from what I recall, good stuff's in the back. But
all right. If you see anything, let me know.
Yeah. Go. Some more ninja stuff. Choke slam. There's the foil Gorganian Tome. Ugh. Let's go. Get that sleeved, buddy. That's good stuff right there. Oh. Oh.
All right.
Foil Gorganian Tome.
Good sleeve.
That's nice. That'll be good. Let me see how much that is off the top.
Train Dance. And a Centauri Saber.
There you go.
$20 for the WB version.
For the white border version? What? Hold on.
Wow.
Let's see. Gorganian.
All right. Guess I'm going to have to get some.
Let me see here. How much does a foil Gorganian Tome from Crew go for? It's like 16, 17 bucks, I think, for that one. So that's not too bad. That was a nice hit.
Cool. All right. Consuming Volition Meet and Greet. Foreboding Bolt. Riled Up. Out for Blood. Salt the Wound.
Oh, yeah, for the Courage there. Yeah, that is nice for the white border.
All right. Foil Reaping Blade.
God dang. Foil equipment. Let's go. That's nice.
Rock Slide Trap. And a Lunging Press.
Nice. There you go. Yeah, this is where a lot of some pretty good, like I said, like these supplemental sets, a lot of people are like, oh, but there's no hero stuff in here. Like, it's just a supplemental set. The supplemental sets have some good stuff in them, like real good. Their EV, not
the supplemental set.
Yeah, their EV is not so much like crazy comparatively, but it is a pretty dang good set. So, especially Crew. A lot of people really enjoyed this, so. It's a nice one there.
Teklo Leslin's Workshop Foil. Unified Decree.
That's a Majestic. There you go. We take those.
And a Cash in.
Nice. There you go. Everybody's running their royal versions of their heroes right now, so Cash In's actually pretty popular, I think. So. Supplemental sets a better EV. Yeah, I mean, that very well tends to be the case. You can't really say that about Dynasty, though. Dynasty doesn't have too great of an EV, I don't think. I think Everfest has really good EV. I do. But
really?
I don't know if Dynasty has an absolute insane amount of EV, from what I've seen. So.
Sleep Dart Foil.
Nice.
High Speed Impact.
There you go.
Reaping Blade.
All right. Cash in is money.
Cash in is money.
What is Cash in going for right now? Cash in. What are you going for right now, Cash in? That's like $3, $4. Not bad.
All right.
Arachne, your second favorite hero? Arachne's so good. I think he's good. I want to make sure to try to learn what he's all about.
All right, Foil Rushing River. It's a rare.
Oh, look at that, another Rushing River.
Towering Titan.
There you go.
I think my wife is outside mowing.
Oh. She got sick. She's like, I'm gonna go outside and do chores.
Well, it was raining, and she said, "Well, we're not gonna mow the lawn today because it's raining out." I said, "Okay, no problem." Now I'm home doing this, and she's out mowing the lawn.
But it's rained.
Well,
you know.
Today. Now I need you to build me another section wing of the house.
Right. What do they call those? Honeydews, right? Or whatever those are?
Right, yeah. And she doesn't have very many, but her big honeydews are big honeydews.
They're big honeydews.
Yeah.
She is a woman who knows what she wants.
She's like, no, I'll do the plumbing. You build the wing.
Yeah.
Notorious Paul.
Ooh, that's nice. That's a good twinning blade. That's a nice little majestic there.
And a tripwire trap.
Yeah. Twinning blade, that's not bad. That's a really, really good staple into Dorinthia, a warrior hero.
So I have a funny feeling as soon as we get done here, I'm going to be outside doing my
right. Yeah, I really hope you pull a tunic. That would be pretty cool. Well, tunic would be a nice hit.
Now, the tunic, what is a tunic?
It's an equipment piece, so it's a legendary equipment.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Swing first, think later.
There you go.
Foil. Rushing River, another one.
Ooh, Kasai. There you go.
Centauri Sellsword.
Get the arrow cards. Yeah, right. I think the contract's so super cool. I love the concept behind the fact that Arachne's just got a bunch of cards that mill stuff, but I also just don't think it's as effective. I wonder whether or not Redback Shroud is like enough for Arachne to keep being a popular meta. Because I know nobody uses it now. And like Redback Shroud is like $20 right now or $30 or something, which is insane to me. I think the legendaries and outsiders are so low. Auburn Skies. That's not bad. Reinforce the line.
All right, let's go.
Let's get some good stuff going here. I want to see you get at least a legendary. At least one.
I would like to see 1 out of 3 boxes.
Right? I would like at least one.
If not, then the norm holds up for me.
Exactly, right?
All right. Overblast, Snapback, Crush the Weak, Hit and Run, Soulbead Strike, Riled Up, and there you go.
Ooh, a foil majestic? We like to see those.
Meganetic
Shockwave. Yeah.
I'll leave that here in a second. Edge of Autumn and Cash In.
Another cash in. 2 cash ins? Let's go. Reinforced line is surprising value. Well, I mean, you got a lot of stuff going into like Oldhams and things like that. Reinforced line is a very, very... It's a nice tech. I think a lot of people are teching it. Yeah, it makes sense. I think most Dash's stuff blocks for 3 anyway, so it sounds about right. Ooh, nice.
Zen State foil.
Beautiful.
Good looking card.
That was a gorgeous foil.
I know.
That was really pretty. That's like super pretty. Look at that.
Almost looks like a cold foil.
Right.
Reinforce the line and Towering Titan.
Yeah, it is good CNC hate. Yeah, anything to get that CNC hate the heck out of here, especially with, I mean, everybody runs it, right? So, but it ain't gonna get past that pummel. Oh, nasty.
Czechoslovakian workshop.
Right. All right, come on, spice. I feel it in my bones.
Rune Chant.
Foil Rune Chant, those are actually pretty popular, even though it's a token, so.
Aether Eyes, another majestic.
That's nice.
Cindering Foresight. All right, we got 1, 2, about eight or so left.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen.
I'm telling you. You're at least getting a decent amount of inventory to get you set up, so.
Yeah.
Double pummel a CNC. Oh my gosh. Get that guy out of here. Ban him from every event. Ain't nobody gonna double pummel a CNC. How do you even have the resources for that? That's insane.
Alright, we got a Dauntless.
Nice.
Harmonized Kudachi.
I forgot that was a rare in this set.
Another Modern Skies.
All right. Return Jersey is Oldham versus a Prism on double pummel for exact lethal. Whoa, golly. Yeah. Them double pummels. I just go take a cold shower and cry after that. There's no way. No way I'd be able to handle that. There you go. Well, copper actually wasn't too bad.
Reinforced line.
Another reinforced line.
So in every set, is there only one Fable, only one Legendary?
Yes.
Or
Yes, okay. Yeah. So there's only ever one Fable.
The L or the F, I'll know for a fact. That
yeah. Yeah, I think because that's the thing. I don't think the Fabled actually comes in. It doesn't say like F or anything. It's like a different symbol entirely. Very, very interesting. But the L's for legendaries. Legendaries, there's usually several legendaries in a set. But it's like 1 out of every 4 boxes is like your rare, your rough estimate of how to get a legendary, except for Outsiders, which Outsiders had a very interesting thing where like their first print run of Outsiders was very messed up to the point where their allocation of legendaries was like way overdone, and people were getting like you know, what, like anywhere between 2 to 3 legendaries every like 2 boxes, which was like really, really bad. Oh, it does say F? I you know, I've never seen one in person. I guess I should just look, right? I swear it only had like a symbol. It was like the Marvel symbol, but like diamond instead of a triangle.
Lunging Press and Cindering Foresight.
There you go.
All right, now, so a Fable, is it automatically foil, or is there a foil and a non-foil version?
Yep, your equipment, more specifically your legendaries, are always foil, except for in this specific scenario. If there is a reprint of a legendary that is in a separate set, a set further on down the line, it is not normally foil. So, for instance, the Tunic, right? The Grindel Spring Tunic, it's in this unlimited version of Crucible of War, it is non-foil. But it is still very worth it as far as that goes. But everything that is legendary is at least rainbow foil or better. And a Fable is always rainbow foil or better as well. So it'll always be foil.
See, so I'm getting a little bit of schooling while I'm here.
Yeah. Yep. You learn a little bit. So, oh yeah, there you go, Yama. Yeah, the common foil sheet and legendary foil sheet were switched, unfortunately. So all the god boxes were sent to the US. So we got a lot of those legendaries are very, very cheap right now because they caught it. They caught it early enough to where they were able to stop it, but the legendaries are so incredibly cheap for Outsiders. They're like $20, whereas most legendaries are like anywhere between like $40 to $80. So
I missed out on the first print run, so I'm gonna have to start buying these upon release. So
yeah, right. If you can get them upon release, that's when you can catch all the mistakes that LSS does.
Out for Blood, High Speed Impact, and Red Lantern.
Nice. There you go.
All right, down to 3 packs, folks.
All right, come on.
Enjoy
You gotta
it
get some good stuff. I need to see a legendary pulled today.
Man, that would be awesome. I'm sure in all these boxes.
Oh, you've got one in there for sure. I'm certain. All
right, rousing, meet and greet, soul bead strike, riled up, urging dominance. There's a rousing aether again. Majestic, Find Center, and a Dauntless.
Yeah, I know there was an F on, I believe, the first Ed Fableds from WTR and Arcane Rising, where they and Crew, I think, where they had the dash. But I think now it's like a yellow diamond, essentially, is what the notation is for the Fabled. So like an orange diamond or something.
Push forward. Rushing River. Crane Dance.
Crane Dance. All right.
Oh, Ralph Macchio on you.
Come on.
Last pack magic right
here. We
here.
got to get this going. I believe.
If anything, maybe this will eventually pay for itself.
Yeah,
so that I can get plenty more and find some of those fables.
It tends to be the case. Like usually, one really big hit out of these boxes is enough to be like, okay, I can buy another case. Like that's really just how like crazy these get. So,
all right, rare Towering Titan.
Another Towering Titan
without the foil and a Zephyr Needle.
Zephyr Needle.
That is it then.
All right. Well,
we struck out on that one as far as the Fable and the Legendary goes, but we will definitely be back.
Yeah.
With at least 2 more boxes, maybe 3. We'll find out what kind of time I have.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll work out the scheduling situation, but this was actually not too bad. Hopefully, you got a nice little introduction as to what you're looking for, so kind of know what you're seeing, and of course, I'm always here to help as far as things go, but it was
absolutely. I certainly appreciate it.
Decent little opening there. Happy to see a bunch of great stuff pulled. A lot of those Majestics that you got are pretty nice, especially even some of the rares. Were any of your foils and stuff? A lot of your foils were really good too. So
okay, good.
You're at least getting a decent amount out of here.
Now, see, I'm just in the beginning stages of getting some stuff put together in order to get into the singles. So it's probably be a little while before I actually get into the singles market.
Right.
I've got a guy that's going to be working on my website, Twidders Place, and then hopefully I'll have something up by the end of the year and all that stuff. So that's kind of the foresight I'm having with that right now. So.
Okay.
But cool. I've had a lot of fun. Ashen, thanks for having me.
Yeah, not a problem. Happy to have you.
A lot of you. If you get an opportunity, I do a lot of Magic the Gathering content over on my streams. So definitely shoot over. Let me see if I got my thing still in here.
Throw your link in the chat.
Hey, if anything, I could always use the sub. So definitely come by, swing by. We have a great time. I hope once I come over here a little bit too, maybe I'll have some people coming over. I'll do some more cracking on my side as well.
There you go.
But Ashen, I will go ahead and let you get back to it and have the rest of your weekend to whatever you've got to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get some housework done and and go from there. So. Tuesday night, we'll be doing some more battles and stuff like that over mine, and then I'm going up to see my granddaughter be born. So
sounds good. All right, well, yeah, have a great trip, and I may be able to pop in sometime Tuesday, say hi, see how things are going. But yeah, guys,
I appreciate it.
Go ahead and hang out over at Twidders Place. He's got awesome stuff over there. Obviously, he's cracking stuff. That's just his day job. He loves opening packs for you guys. He's got great, awesome deals on his stuff. So. If you're looking to get some cards for yourself, it's certainly the place to look. So you can catch him there, and I'll be live for just a little while longer, hang out with you guys while I'm maybe for another 30 minutes or something. So we'll let Twiddler go be the adult that he's got to be, and we will hang out with him when whenever he is available. Probably not next Saturday, but the Saturday after. We can go ahead and get maybe another set of packs opened, and we can get this man his first cold foil. You're looking at Monarch, you're looking at Tales of Aria, and Everfest. So we'll get you some cold foils. Yeah, some awesome stuff. So yeah, so that is the entirety of that for Twiddler. So I'll go ahead and let him go. Any other any other words you got to say before you got to leave?
I'm good.
All right, sounds good, Twiddler.
I've pumped everything that I need to pump, and I got some cards. I got to sit back and take a look at these things now.
There you go.
Just kind of see what I got in my hands and make a thing of it. So,
All right, sounds good. Well,
thank you,
it's
man.
a pleasure.
Appreciate it. Man, it was awesome. We had a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to shoot me a message on Discord if you need anything. Otherwise, I'll let you go. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you when I talk to you.
All right, sounds good. Take care. Peace out, guys. Thank you for having me. We'll see you again soon.
Absolutely.
All right, take care.
All righty. Let me get this going on here for you. I'm still here, I promise. I just got to get my webcam to realize that I am not any longer on. There we go. Hi, it's me. Glad you guys had fun. Glad you guys had a good time. Yeah, there's a lot of really awesome pieces in those first 3 sets. I'd like to do a lot more WTR and Crew and Arcane Rising openings myself. They're just so incredibly fun. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, we are going to be doing more of those down the line. We're going to try to find a Saturday that works out best for us. And we will be going about finding, some really awesome hits for them. Get them all set up in the singles market. Twiddler, thanks for coming on, man. I'm just glad you had a good time. I'm glad you enjoyed the product. And I'm glad that I can help educate where I can. I know, being in Magic for as long as one is, it's, I don't expect to completely teach you everything about Flesh and Blood as far as the game perspective, but I do know a lot about the market, and I know I can at least get you that there. So, but yeah, super great. So let me know what you guys thought about that. We'll get some stuff set up for you here. I know the next ones we're opening are Monarch, Tales of Aria, and Everfest, because that's the next little round of stuff to get him introduced to. And then as he gets more product and he wants to just kind of do some openings, if he doesn't want to worry about getting a whole video over on his channel, I'll be more than happy to get something set up on ours, do another live stream. Maybe I'll join him over there, and we can do that. So, you open a case of Outsiders today? Oh no, yeah, dude, Outsiders is rough. I don't know. I don't think I really want to open Outsiders, but I understand. Like, I feel like I'd much rather open Uprising. I feel like Uprising just has like better. It's just a better time. You know what I mean? It's just a better time right now to open Uprising. But yeah, so what's my thing here for this? Oh, I have it at normal latency. That's why. Interesting. Okay, let me get this off of here. Yeah. Tech card talk kind of fun as used for nationals. Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be. I want to do a lot more like Monarch draft stuff. I've not done Monarch draft at all, so I would like to try that out. See what that's all about. Been looking off booster packs. All my buddies have been buying boxes and taking big L's in a bad way. Yeah, it's really tough. That's another thing. I think a lot of people they see the success in Flesh and Blood, and a lot of people go, well, it's got to be like Magic then, right? Where I can just open a box and get all my money back. But your odds are very low for that happening. And I mean, like I said, I mean, take a look at Overload Gaming, right? I don't know if you guys know who Overload Gaming is, but his stuff is all about him cracking packs, and he gives the EV of every single case he opens. It's like nowhere near what the cost is of the EV. So it is real bad. Real bad. So it is what it is. I know, you know, it's one of those you got to take your time and figure that whole thing out. You have to add buddy since the first. Yeah, absolutely. I like the concept of draft, or even sealed for that matter, right? But I don't even have the time to go to my LGS anymore, where I would have been able to do that. So I'm curious how that's going to work out. I do have, like I said, I'm probably going to be moving to Colorado here pretty soon, in August. And so, unfortunately, that means that I'm not going to have any kind of money to buy stuff for DTD when it comes out. But that doesn't mean that I can't cover it, right? But it also means that I'm not going to be able to do any pre-releases or anything. Because if I can't do any pre-releases, then there's no point in me doing that, right? So, I don't know. It's a very hard place for me to be in. But even if I have to skip over some stuff for Dusk Till Dawn, hopefully I can at least, now that if I'm living out in Colorado, I can have more people to hang out with, to play Flesh and Blood with, and we can get a draft going between all of us, and I can just record it. I think that'd be fun. So. Gassy this morning, my gosh. Compensate, probably going for pre-releases again. There you go. Want the cold foil prism in a bad way? I think we all want the cold foil prism in a bad way. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we just don't see it for like a long time. So you don't like the new prism? I mean, you haven't even seen what she does yet. You just don't like how she looks? How the young prism looks? I don't know. I really like how she looks. So much so that I put it as my phone background. I like how she looks. I think she looks really, really cool. 4 releases for every set that has had one since Monarch. There you go. Dang. Yeah, you'll definitely have to work some awesome stuff. You'll have to give me an update every time you do pre-release. Oh my gosh. Too anime looking for you. See, a lot of people said it's too anime looking, but like you also look at, there are other cards in the game that look anime looking. And I haven't seen anybody complain about that. Like Dash is very anime looking, but like nobody's said anything about Dash. I think she looks like a badass. $16 HP in light so it can run. I mean, that's gonna be insane. Yeah. I don't know. 16 HP is gonna be weird. I think 32 HP is a weird like thing. I'm getting Twitter from my YouTube and general gaming. Like, nice. Okay, good. So you'll have coverage. You'll be able to do it. You gotta get your stuff together. Show that off. Oh, Yama. I just remembered I haven't watched your opening yet. We're watching it live. Unless you don't want me to. I completely forgot. It was on my docket and I've just been so incredibly busy. Holy shit, I'm a bad person. Bruh. Ugh, I gotta watch your opening. You're a newbie too? Okay, there you go. So you at least have the, you know, like I said, not everybody's gonna like everything, right? Not everybody's gonna like everything. So if it happens, it happens, right? But, you know, you like what you like, right? If you like the style of Rhinar, right, then that's good. All right, here we'll watch this live. So Yama did a opening for Monarch, and I am a bad person and forgot to watch it. So we're gonna watch it together. Although we're probably gonna fast forward it a little bit here because it is a little long. I'm not going to the on-demand event, so we'll watch. There you go. So let me get webcam up here. Let me get my. I gotta fix everything. Oh my god. No. Fix me over here. I probably don't want to block you. Put you right over there. Oh, Diablo just did a big stretch. You see that? Big old stretch. All right, then this thing, display capture, it's got to get to full screen. Do. Nope. Do. This. Nope. That's bad either. Why does that look bad? Oh, you know what? It's not in, like, it's been cut. I forgot. No, it still shouldn't look like this. That's why. There you go. That's fine. Gorgeous playmat. Yeah. All right. Get this going here. I'll live with it and buy her. I'll cry about it all I want.
Good evening, everyone. People have a few people joining us.
All right. Let me.
Much advertising for this.
If this is gonna be a little quick.
Monarch First Edition.
Don't hate me, but I am gonna skip past kind of all of that.
Apparently, after today, I'm not strong enough to open these packs anymore. We've all been spoiled by the paper wrappings, right?
We will do it at 1.25. All right, what are you getting out of here, Yama? I like your green screen. I wish I could get a green screen to work in here. I don't have enough space.
Starting off a muscle yellow. It's okay. Finish shows.
Sounds a bit louder. Is it loud now? Can you guys hear it okay?
No dust? What do you mean with dust? From the packs? Oh, yeah. the glitter from the new set is awful. Like, when I opened a case of Dynasty or of Outsiders, my entire shirt was covered in glitter.
It's not a green. Oh, are you using like one of those like apps that
my commoner players,
removes your thing?
3 meters right off. Oh, First Majestic, Beacon of Victory.
Okay.
I think this is
Good
like Bargain Majestic currently, but hopefully Bolton will also get some support in the next set.
Bargain Majestic, my man. In OBS? You telling me I can remove my shit right now? Hold on.
Oh, Express Lightning Foil, red. So I'm hoping to pull a Valiant Dynamos cold foil. Because I opened
I have to find it.
In last week's video, I opened a loose box of Monarch First Edition, and opened a Herald of Erudition alternate arts, or the extended arts, and a cold foil Phantasmal Footsteps. So hoping to get the Valiant Dynamos or like Karen Husk in this. Clips.
Dude, if you pull Carrion, I'm gonna flip. Guardian Shadow based, okay. It's gonna be worth something. Ooh, do you see?
Pretty card, but
do you see that? I don't know if you guys see this here. This M is like off center here. Not like centered into the card. It looks off center.
Not play. Oh.
Background removal filter.
Oh. Hey, Michelle, are you hoping for any brute cards in the next set?
Let's go ahead and find it.
Or have you been playing Oldham recently? Because I know I've Seek Enlightenment. Nope.
Now let's work on
The
that.
Hexagore.
That'd be nice. You don't have to see my whole room. Although this cat is really, really cute, so like that's kind of a big deal. Yeah, that's really nice.
I mean, you say Deacon while we're on was listen, Oldham are gone, but those two are still going to stay around a long while for CC. What do you mean for Blitz? Like if there's one format Bolton has a chance of being very good, it seems like it's going to be Blitz.
It's like extra cut off for some reason. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why this looks like it's cut off. Shouldn't be at all. Weird. That's what I want. Ish. There we go. That's what I really want. Let me just make this big screen. I'm like the worst at this. I don't know why you guys like me. Fit this in here. Boom. That looks much better.
Take flight. Oh,
Celestial Cataclysm. Let's go. What a hit. Let's go.
So far, this box is going pretty well already. I mean, he's moving good. What was the main card? Thanks a lot.
Well, thanks, Robin. I appreciate you.
I mean, I agree with you. Like some classes just have the problem that they they don't do enough.
Cough. Levia cough.
I mean, he got second and first, so that's pretty good. And congrats on the Azalea Goldful and the map then. Okay, crackle.
Nice.
Hello, Emmer.
There you go. Man, dude, ever since I opened my first box of Mon First, I've been wanting to...
Long in bits.
I've been wanting to do that myself.
It is what it is.
I have,
Are you keeping your Azalea Goldful, or...
I opened up...
you sell it already?
I opened up a Galaxy Black alternate art and a Cold Foil Vestige of Soul in my first Monarch First Edition box. And it was nuts. I did it all for patrons too, so...
Oh,
Well,
then thank you for joining from Twitter, Amber.
Hey, Michael, how are you?
A Dynamite Goldful, and that's basically it. Like,
Rob,
the library Goldful.
Rob, you're gonna make me blush, all right? Sergeant Robin, you're gonna make me blush, all right? I get it. You're amazing. You're you're amazing. You're great. Michael, how are you? Welcome on in.
Would be amazing, just because it's the most expensive card in the.
Yeah, they're great polls. I was so excited. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Because I want to run that in my side deck. Another kind of crackle. I thought you said you got second and first.
Some good old commons and rares. I really like Monarch, though. I really want Monarch to... It's so good. I want to buy a couple more. I want to buy, like, a case of that. In a perfect world.
Yeah, so this is one of the cases I got from you, Kugane.
Another hooves. All right.
Those from my Monarch luck has been really well. Oh, versus armory, that's what you meant. My Monarch luck has been pretty well. Like my first box had a Coldful Doomsday.
You didn't tell me what you pulled in here, right? I don't think you told me what you pulled. So
hopefully, even Beastlock foil. So hopefully that luck keeps on. I mean, it's only the first of the 2 cases.
Never seen him do anything other than Magic. Yeah, right. He was really enjoying it. He's been wanting to get into Fab for a little while, and I think he got the push he needed. It was great, right? He had a lot of fun. So he had fun, and that's what's important. Been through 2 boxes. Got the necklace for 8-man. Or for B-man. Been running them. Right? Hey, man, I appreciate that. So because I'm a Dromai simp and the channel name screams Dromai, I haven't been disappointed. Gosh, guys, you're making me freaking blush on stream. Oh my god, you guys are the best. I hope to continue to bring, and listen, I believe it or not, which is so funny, right? I don't know if you guys know the story behind the channel name, right? But I did not have this channel name because of Dromai. I actually have had this username for like 8 years. But it wasn't until Uprising came out and I saw Dromai was I like, huh, that's kind of funny. And then I started playing Dromai and I was like, huh, this is just kind of fitting right in with the theme of everything here. And then it's just been like that. So I used to use this as a username for all of the video games I've ever played. So I think it is funny that
the other case is still
that it had such a nice place in the Flesh and Blood community.
Closed or sealed.
Right, a very fortunate coincidence. I would certainly say so, yes.
Brandish.
She is good. I like her a
that's
lot.
Pretty funny. Giving them a frostbite while they only have 1 card in hand. Classic. Oh, nice. Congrats, Amber.
Oh,
Coldful,
you guys are sweet. You guys are sweet. And I'm currently in the process. I don't know if you know. I don't think I made a video about it yet. I might have. I'm making a entire master set of Uprising in here. I currently have 3 out of the I can't remember 12 dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dragons? No. 13 dragons. And I have 3 of the cold foil, or of the Marvel versions of these.
Piercing. Nice. That's
Oh, really?
Funny.
Yeah, like I've got Uvia. Absolutely gorgeous card.
Ringmuffle library is still pretty good, Amber. It's still a Fable.
I've got Necria. And then I have, funny enough, I bought Vincerikai. I didn't originally have Vincerikai, but I bought Vincerikai when I saw that Dust from the Red Desert was going to be a thing, and I was like, oh, I need this card then. So I should be running Vincerikai in my deck. But these Marvel cards are so freaking gorgeous. Can't get over them. Can't get over how beautiful those cards are. Can't wait to own them all. I'll get them one at a time. Fun fact, this is why I promote Commoner so much on my channel. It's because you can collect all the really cool stuff if you just play Commoner.
What country are you from, Amber?
You got Tumult as an artist proof? What?
Backland books are bad. Like,
I would lose my mind.
Bad. It's just
I would lose my mind. That sounds amazing.
Not good enough for how overpowered Chain was. Yeah,
Right?
I don't know
I
why the
didn't.
shard is so
I
expensive.
I
No, think
pulled
it's just because
so
supply. Ooh, okay, hold on.
fun facts. I did not. My first Marvel I ever pulled was Necria. Um, Necria was my first Marvel that I ever pulled, and the second I saw it, the second I saw the card, I was just like, "This is insane." I was going to, because originally I bought the 200 or the I bought the TCG player exclusive set here that for Uprising, which came with 2 boxes. It came with 3 sets of the Marvel Dragon sleeves. You got 1 for Dominia, 1 for Tumultai, and 1 for Optimi. And then I got like a Dragon checklist or like an Uprising Master Set checklist or something, and then this awesome box that it came in, and then like some other stuff. And so I got that, and I was like, oh man, I really I was gonna open one box and keep the other one sealed. And I was like, after opening the first one and I pulled a Necria, I was like, I gotta open the other one. There's gotta be, what if there's another one in there, right? And so I opened the other one, and that box gave me a Cold Foil Aether Ashwing, an Ash token, and a Marvel Phoenix Flame in there. And I was like, wow, it's not a dragon, but Marvel Phoenix Flame did really good. So, what set is this, Michael Superbacker? So I'm currently watching Yama, who's here in chat. This is Yama over there, and he is currently opening some Monarch First Edition for Flesh and Blood. So, yeah, I would imagine it was cheaper than the Marvel version at the time.
That's pretty nice.
That's gorgeous. I would have loved to have gotten that. Luminaris, is that Cold Foil Luminaris? Yo, look at you go. I didn't even just pause it on like the best part. Look at this. Cold Foil Luminaris. Your thing's off too. That M is off again too. Do you see that? I'm pointing to the screen like you guys can see that. You see this? Your M is off there too.
Wait,
what's up with the printing?
Is there an alt art for the Luminaris?
So,
Kugana, you would know this.
yeah, that's right. Cold Foil Lumi, baby.
Oh, well, what goes there? Oh. Another not like Majestic.
There you go. Dimensional Crossroads.
I don't think as well. I just blank on how Luminaris looks because I don't want to acknowledge it. It's trying to give me so many traumas with Prism. Yeah, Raiden has alt art. Galaxy Black has an alt art. Like the chainsword thing. Foil. It's cool to hear from Romania. I see that the game. I think Raiden has alt arts.
Put it in there.
I know Galaxy Black definitely.
It's in our Discord.
That's one I'm 100% sure on. I think Raiden also has an alt arts.
Oh, you got me fucked up. Y'all. Look at this thing. Look at that. Oh my god. That is the sickest shit I've ever seen in my damn life, Yama. God dang. Yeah, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. I'm about that. I'm about that. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yama. Where's a man gotta go to get something like this? I'd pay top dollar for this bad boy for sure. Oh, shit. That's so pretty. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Yanti. Nope, not a Guardian of the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. Into Proto Leal to get it. Top dollar, I do say, yes. What, I don't know how much they go for, but it's good. It's good.
Still line.
I don't know how many are out there.
Opening. That's okay.
It's probably at least
How easy is it to travel from?
probably at least $500,
like,
maybe. It's probably less. I don't know.
To other places for stuff like Worlds with work. I mean, it hasn't been announced yet. It hasn't been announced yet in what country Worlds is going to be in, but it's going to be somewhere in Europe. I know I saw some of the Bulgarian players at the Battle Hardened in Belgium. Beasthawk.
What are we getting?
Right above. And another Guardian of the Shadow Realm. So I guess.
Yeah, like 30 in the weekend. Not
Let's play
sure. I mean, I guess it's not like a real card, so it's understandable. It's just an artist proof, but I mean, somebody out there is gonna want those, right? Like, I want one.
Oh, cool! You wanted to call in Utrecht. One of the few people that that was. Utrecht, the calling in Utrecht had such a low amount of people. Was it low attendance? Like it's criminal. Oh, you were at the world premiere. Apparently we've just completely missed each other then. Because I've been to those events as well.
Now, are you opening a case or a box?
Yeah, I wonder what you need
Case.
to make this right.
Look at this. This is hot.
Top tier again. Like there are so many good Broomlake cards. It's, you just wonder why he isn't top tier. Shadow Vice. I mean, I do understand why Utrecht, like it was announced way too late beforehand. Like it was only a few months, like 2 months before the event happened, I think, and only 2 months before the event happened. It was in the middle of the summer holiday, and especially in the Netherlands, it was in the 2 or 3 weeks that basically everyone has off from work, or almost everyone has off from work. I don't know how it is across the rest of Europe, but planning something in the middle of summer with so little prep time.
Express Lightning.
Just asking.
God, I'm
Alden
so.
planning with people's
I
families.
love.
Express Lightning, cool.
I love Monarch so much, guys. It's so good.
Cool. Because especially with Flesh and Blood, the average age of the player base is.
I don't know, Yama. I guess that's a real question. I shouldn't be buying anything from anybody, but what would you sell that artist proof for?
A lot higher than in most other card games. I'd say a lot more adults. I'd see a lot more people with families.
Hell no. Uh-huh.
Right, last pack of the
I'm telling you,
ones.
those look so pretty. I definitely want I would like some artist proofs. I thought about going to Art House Syndicate and getting some of myself.
If he goes off. Yep. Let's clean it up.
You got it, boss. I'll slide your DMs. You have to pay for shipping. Ugh. Well, at least shipping one card is not going to cost like an arm and a leg, I don't think, for Outer World stuff. Because you're in the Netherlands, right? Netherlands. All right, box 2, baby. Let's get it open. Right on into it.
Razor's Edge. What is it? Razor's Edge player? It's one of the better ones.
Speaking of playmats, I got a
Excited to see them. Probably didn't meet me. I'm not excited.
I got a pretty cool what do you call it? I won the Arachne Solitary Confinement playmat at my locals. I have to go pick it up though. I currently have more playmats than I ever thought I would ever have. And I think that's really, really cool.
Exciting.
Yeah, come to Worlds, dude. I couldn't even go to Pro Tour. I don't know how the hell I'm going to make it to Worlds. You're going to have to fund a plane ticket and a place for me to sleep at, because there's no way. It's in Europe. I can't come all the way out over there. I've never been to Europe. I've never been outside of the United States other than to, like, Mexico on a cruise, you know? Better skip the first pack of the box on the video.
Starting off with a foil glisten.
Gotcha.
Alright. Did you manage to do any skirmishes, Kugana? I think you said you weren't able to.
Yeah, trust me. I wish I can go to Worlds. If I wasn't moving states right now, I think I'd be in a better position to be able to do something like that, but I don't think I can commit to that. Right. Mm-hmm.
Because if you want the map, Kugana, I'm okay. Fine with selling it to you. And that's a shame.
All right. Spew.
Nice.
All right. I may have to bring it up a little bit faster here. Can't keep there for too much.
Yeah, in first edition, the legendaries are always cold foil. Because at this point in the game, they separated they did it different. Like first edition, legendaries were cold foil, unlimited legendaries were rainbow foil. I guess you joined.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy about it.
Join, Michelle. Yeah, I mean,
right?
With the maps. Like I've got a pile of.
Yeah, Jonathan, I would love to go to Worlds. I was upset that I didn't go to Worlds. I mean, granted, I wasn't like as into Fab when Worlds was happening here, but I'm just waiting for the day that Worlds is in Japan, and I'm gonna just absolutely kill it. I'm gonna be so excited. Warp speed, let's go!
Right, so the only boxes yeah, so Uprising had the splits, Dynasty, yeah.
Well, the Surgical Extraction playmat is
2.0 thing where they just have one box.
Just another Armory playmat. Those are probably right around like $50.
You mean just yeah, I guess I can agree with you on that. Like you've got in the latest set you have like random cards like the Shuriken that are cold foil, which will see like no appreciation whatsoever because I think that card's kind of bad. They would number foil. And then you have like the specialization cards.
All right.
Like Visit the Floating Dojo. That's just a normal rainbow foil.
Man, you haven't hit anything crazy since the Luminaris. That's kind of crazy. That's $80. I mean, that's still pretty good compared to like the Hanabi Blaster one.
I mean, using the
that Hanabi Blaster one that was done for charity. There's only like what, like 100 of them are in existence, or like 200 of them in existence. Like,
I did get a notification.
Damn, really?
So far, nothing good out of this box yet.
He won't take it for 120. It's a steal. He can just buy one for himself and have $40.
Yeah, I agree. Using the colorful treatment on the specialization cards would make them a lot more interesting and collectible.
Oh, Wasabi Blaster. Wasabi Blaster.
Wasabi. Never noticed. Oh, first one just Music of the box, Mark of the Beast.
Mark of the Beast, baby.
Also another one of the cards that has an extended art in the set, so I think one of the 2 Majestics with extended arts.
Oh, so guys, I'm going to an emo prom tonight. I'm a 30-year-old man. I'm going to emo prom tonight. I'm excited as hell.
Would be kind of funny though. I mean, with what they've done with the with Outsiders, they kind of.
I'm just learning how to play. Oh, I see. That's right. You're new. You're just learning about them. Yeah, I've got a ton.
Opened the way for a lot more.
Ton here. There's so many playmats. Like I'm starting to think it's a problem. I have more than 4. I only think I should ever need 1. But every single time I get them, I'm just like, oh.
I mean, at a certain point, they'll get to the Mysteria set. Like thus far with the sets, we've been following like the regions. So as it dissipates and on its the monastery and Solana, like at some point we get to Mysteria and have like another new ninja or more ninja mechanics. So maybe sure.
I really want to get the world playmat.
Could be a thing.
Like the World of Wraith, the one they did at Worlds.
Second swing, red foil.
Man, if you get a cold foil footsteps or cold foil carrion out of here, I'm gonna blow up.
We keep finding something. I think you have to at some point. Like, we keep getting a first foil. We keep getting hints of this area.
Dang.
Like this.
That's a lot of playmats. Bob, you got 100 playmats? My God.
But Mysteria, I hope they do one soon.
Yeah, I don't know.
Excited for.
I don't think I have a place for all these playmats.
Yeah, I think I'd be excited for Guardian Warrior. And the reason I would like a Guardian Warrior hero is because honestly, a lot of the Guardian weapons, Guardian stuff would be interesting if like the buffs that Warrior gives, probably. But also making a Guardian Warrior would be a way to
Skorak to Stormo. There you go. That's not too bad a one there, Bob. I know some people frame them.
Yeah, any class that wants to run a lot of blues.
Some people like frame them and get them framed. I think it's kind of fun.
Full. Still great art. Hey, there we go. Soul Shields.
Yeah, there you go. Little wine rack to store them all.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like Guardian has such cool cards like Mangle, Righteous Cleansing. The art is very cool on those, but unfortunately the cards are just not good enough.
I mean, that's a good one to get.
But remember I had a game once where I was playing against Warrior and I played Righteous Cleansing and I was able to make it hits for 4. I banished 4 Blade Runners from their top of the deck.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Robin.
Very popular for Prism and also for Bolton because
it's really nice to see that you care so much about your kids that you're really showing them this and enjoying it. I like seeing that kind of community aspect of being a cool fab dad. Spill Blood.
This card by itself made access to Ring viable during the Monarch meta. Amber, have you been playing Prism in Blitz lately? I've been doing it for a bit. I think she's pretty good in there.
Come on. Hot stuff. Hot stuff. Extended art, Herald of Erudition. Let's go. 2 of the Corsham playmats?
Especially with the new stuff from
Wild.
From Dynasty, the deck has gone a lot better. But there just isn't a hero to build the shell around. Like,
Yep.
Because you play the Ring just
Fab Dad.
Can attack for a 3rd time.
There's an entire community of Fab Dads actually, Rob 'em, if you're I don't know where they're like you know their socials are, but there's a whole like community of Fab Dads.
I mean, yeah, like Prism will be
pretty cool.
But I've been playing Prism for a few armories and a few events, and she also like still completely shits on Ranger.
Completely shits on him.
With the new diseases like Blood Rot and Inertia and such, those are all auras, so those trigger Mercy Retribution. From Morgan Red. I had a game where I played against a Riptide, and I killed him using his, the diseases he gave to me. Arclight Sentinel, not a PTSD card. I'll just start sleeving up everything.
The card's gonna be super, super good. Come Dusk Till Dawn. Arclight Sentinel's gonna get another big hit. Gonna come in hot. I know it. I just feel it.
Oh, the yellow. Yeah, it's really mean. Like, people use it as like, what's that? With like frostbites when playing against Lexi or Oldham. Just use kill them with, with the tokens you give them.
The Phyrexian Angel, not the Phyrexian Angel.
What do you mean, Blade Ward?
Man, that probably looks beautiful.
When playing Prism, I don't think you want to do that. I mean, Convulsions from the Bells of Hell. I do want to explore the Gore-belching warrior builds. Like, I think it sounds like a really odd thing to do. But having like a free attack that attack for 7. I mean, it's not a problem if you go all Oracle's Gore-belching.
Dang,
Die to aggro.
that's pretty good. I wanted to pick up a Mark Poole mat when I was at Indy, but I didn't end up doing it. I wanted to get artist proofs, but I wasn't like... A lot of it was for Magic, and not a lot of it was for Flesh and Blood, so I just kind of went, eh.
It gets you out of the game 10 plus. Even if you have it like early to apply pressure, it's amazing. Because then it's like one of the most above rate cards there is, like 0 for 7. And the small foil. Right, last night, haven't seen Pull yet.
Cold foil, let's go. Oh,
nice. Alright, already happy with the case.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Cold foil Valiant Dynamo, that's my boy right there, Yama. Shit.
Oh, please.
Ooh, wee doggy, look at that. Cold foil Valiant Dynamo, what a hit.
Oh,
BEA, beautiful.
Centurion Blade run.
I think it's the Corsham mat that you're talking about, Bob.
Run. Yeah, so that's like 3 cards. Yeah, last but magic, exactly.
Still not the best pull. You didn't get the
Yeah,
cold. You didn't get the cold. You didn't get the cold foil course or the cold foil library, did you?
Yellow, like Centauri is one, Blade Runner is one.
If this man pulls the cold foil library, I'm gonna jump out my seat. I'm gonna watch you jump out your seat, Yama. Cold foil library coming in hot. Honestly, cold foil library, cold foil footsteps, or cold foil husk are the only thing that could possibly be better than that. That's hot. Yeah, Bob, I think you're thinking of the Corsham mat.
What does the Gorkasai list look like? You replace 1 random blue.
It's very, very pretty. Well, I guess it can only be one or the other then.
I think the next thing I'd really like would be like a gold full rating, which would probably be too much to ask for.
All right, Yama. What are you getting out of here? Now, is it in the last box or this box? Because I could skip a whole box if need be.
I mean, what I'll probably be getting now is like common gold full. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be hard to pull another gold full. So I already have the Ironhide. I already have the Ironhide Lakes gold full. So the rough blue. What is the room late equipment called? Oh, another book. Don't want to do anything.
Nice.
Need a few of those. But I would like the room late chef equipment. Because that's also one of the most played equipment.
Toma Harvest, yeah.
Set, outside of the legendaries.
Toma Harvest, that's a very pretty one.
Yeah, unfortunately, the tone itself isn't shiny. It's probably just the glare. It's a fine card. Like it's a bit too expensive. But I remember every time my prison opponents pulled it off, I just got very sad.
Oh, Evergreen looks so pretty. Look at.
Wow. Okay, Kugane, you. Oh man.
Insane. Look at these pulls so far, dude. You got a cold foil Lumi in the first one, a cold foil Valiant Dynamo in the second, and a cold foil Phantasmal Footsteps in the first. In the third, my god. Woo-wee doggy. That's like almost $1,000 right there, right? Like
one case. We're not even done. God.
what you picture Sylvan Library should look like. There you go. Yeah. So, dude, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. There's so much beautiful art in Fab. I definitely want a lot of these mats.
Yeah, it's only box 3. Like, what the hell? Like, if I'm just need 3 specs now. Herald Triumph Blue. Like, if the last box is also like an N or a.
It's crazy. Hey,
Hey,
Bram, how are you? Welcome on in. Good to see ya. Did you get to find that video on the channel about the learning? Hopefully, you're able to learn some stuff off that. Oh, the cold foils looks so. I think it looks so good. I wish I had one, although I'd never play it. I would never. I unless it's in commoner, I'd probably never be caught dead playing with cold foils in my deck. Even though I know they're all going to be in like hard cases and whatever, I just can't do it.
I need to be very careful. Very careful walking across the street because I would have used up all my luck. Last case, you open at 4 Ls. Damn. Well, we still have a box to go. Oh wait, red foil.
All right. What else are we even going to get out of this box? I bet you get an EA out of here. I bet you get an extended art out of this one.
I still need an Eclipse Gold Foil for collection though, so would it be too sad about that?
Dang. Yeah, spare. I didn't have his spare footsteps.
Circulation Blue. And fastest.
I definitely want to. I want to open more stuff for myself, but
Yeah, with,
I don't have the ability to spend money on myself anymore. I spend it on other people who give me money to spend it on them. So
the only thing is with it being the last,
it's like the box breaks that we do for the channel for our Patreon. Those are it's the only time I get to really crack packs for people.
Do you still have how many clips Gold Foil for Silk guy? Signature red foil.
Oh, not a problem, man.
Herald of Rare Edition. Nice.
Happy to help. There is a Herald of Rare Edition. It's not bad. Glad to know you're getting into Fab. What hero are you learning to play?
Great Steel on yellow. Bad roller mark. I mean like crimping, or do you mean like the foiling?
Yeah, right. Like, I want to buy a box really, really bad for myself, but I just can't do it right now.
I would be interested in a Gold Foil one, but to be fair, if you're going to sell them, my honest answer would be to wait till the spoilers for Dust Till Dawn happens. Landmarks and cards, okay. There's really a line across them. It's such a waste because the quality on the fab printing has been pretty. Oh my God. What the fuck?
There's that EA. Did I call it or did I call it?
Art. This is, I think, the single best case I've opened ever. Just come on, zoom in.
Josea's gonna be your hero. There you go.
There we go. Just
amazing. I told you there was gonna be an A in that box.
We're not even done. We still have a box to go. Not even done with this box yet.
Getting you those sick hits, bud.
It's a really nice case. That's saying
there you go. Yeah, first ed sealed is usually pretty great. So.
Well, no, you're the middleman, so it's still
I don't know. I think they're cheap enough to where you can open a few of them and keep some of them sealed. So I really like Monarch First Ed. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be opened a lot. So I think the fact that the price is going to go up a little bit more is probably pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Like you sold it for someone else and you got the money off of doing it for them. It's still a good deal. I
think a lot of the thing that's happening with Fab though is very interesting, right? The reason, like, the singles market is usually going to kind of like tank in price the more the stuff is opened, but that's to be understood. But the weird thing is the fact that even though it's going to tank, it's not like we're dealing with like kids who, well, other than quite literally, I know like parents showing it to their children, but like you're not normally like handing a kid like a cold foil and being like, oh, here's a cold foil, and they're going to like play with it unsleeved and like do all this other stuff. So like the chances of those cards being in lightly played to like pretty bad condition are pretty low. So planning to keep sealed, I gave that because I don't have storage for that. There you go.
The somewhat guarantee of getting.
It's actually funny. I'm planning on selling. For those of you who do play Magic, I do actually have a bunch of sealed Magic that I plan to sell. So I would like to sell it to one person, but I have a lot of it. I've about like almost like 3.5 grand worth of sealed product. I need to sell it because I need that money for. I need that money for Colorado.
There's
no
guarantee you get your money back. Like, I definitely got my money back with this case, only help, but it could have been a case of like a Doomsday or and a few common gold foils, and then I would have been out like a few €100, and that's not something everyone could take the risk on.
What else we get in this box? What else could we possibly get in this box?
I don't know. Like, yeah, sure. Doomsday Eclipse are the lesser legendaries in the sets, sure. But you're still getting like 2 colorful legendaries. But then you'll be banking real hard on.
Yeah, I could.
And that's very risky.
I could do that, but I don't have. Here's my thing. If I can guarantee that I'm well established into a job that pays all of my bills and gives me extra money on the side to start saving for things, I very well may have an opportunity to go to Worlds. But that's only if it happens within the first like few months of me living there.
For those of you that don't know, what I usually do is record like single box openings, and in the video I make a count of the box value. So I have a little counter in the top left with the money made and show the value of the cards at a time of
as of right now, Bob, I'm not too sure. I still want to be able to go to Gen Con, but I think it might not be in the cards simply because I might be moving early August. So I think that is there is a difficulty there, which does kind of suck. But hopefully there's another event. I'll be closer to a place like Vegas if Magic does another Vegas thing. So I very well could make it to Vegas. Or if something happens in Colorado or something of the sort, I certainly want to make sure that happens. But as of right now, I think a lot of what I'm doing is I'm just planning on saving and making sure some stuff is set up. So do I think Fab will still be around in 10 years? Absolutely. Of course I do. I have a lot of faith in the set,
Monarch First Edition,
in the product.
I
think it'll be around in 10 years, but I think we'll have to see what it gets to be like, right? With all these heroes available, we'll have to see what hits Living Legend, what doesn't.
Rise above yellow foil. I'm also still working my way towards a reflected master set. I haven't paid that much attention to Outsiders because there aren't a lot of cards I want from it. But like the olders, I still need like a decent amount of rainbow falls from Welcome to Ray, Arcane Rising, Crucible. Yeah, sure, just let me know when you got time. Smash with Victory. One of the best named cards in the entire game. Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. Smash Big Tree. Good card. Yeah, Bob, I think it's leaning more towards no, but
yeah, fair. Like
if I run into some money, I may be able to squeeze it, but
with the cold foil, rainbow foil, and then the
nice
from this box. Box free, and this is how far we've gotten. Like this from
2 cold foils and an EA. That's better than the box I opened. That's better than the box I opened. That thing is beautiful.
Back from the box. Yeah. I know. I think with Flesh and Blood, the amount of versions isn't too bad yet. But I would like them to be very careful with what they do. Dynasty is a pain to collect with how many different with the versions there are. Rainbow Falls, Deflect, Rainbow Falls.
That is true.
I agree with you, Michelle. That
I'm very community based as far as this game goes. So I want to do stuff like I want to do fun fact. I want to do. I don't know why I keep clicking pause it. I am thinking about doing a fun little thing where I have you guys make decks and then I test them on Talishar and see how good your deck is. Even though I'm not like a pro player, but like I'd love to be able to get like people's deck ideas out there and be like, oh yeah, this is somebody's like interesting deck tech that they're doing. And it can be like very viewer based and subscriber based and so on and so forth. So
armor is very popular in Commoner because it's a way to get a lot of armor on the table. Another great art. This is what I mean. Iron Weave foil, this one would also be great.
Iron Weave. Fun fact: Rainbow Foil Aether Iron Weave is going for a decent amount right now. Kind of wild. And I have 2 of them.
I almost never play Commoner. Like I play it once with Dash, just because it's very easy. Just go hard and either die. But it's a format I don't really pay a lot of attention to.
Oh, okay, Yama, I see what you're talking about. I love Commoner. I think Commoner's fun.
Yeah, when I was at Pro Tour Lille, a few of the other Dutch players were doing the Commoner event, and from what I've seen from the lists, classes that didn't have, they were playing like 1 utility armor and then like 3 Ironhide, just so they could picture Blue have like 6 armor. Like it was pretty efficient. That's like Pro Tour Lille is now almost a year old, so that's already anything to go by for new decks. Bam.
All right,
here we go.
box 4. What else could you possibly get? You get a Carrion Husk in here?
2-block equipment in the common slot, I think. At some point it becomes too strong. Because then they start outclassing the older Majestic equipment. Graphing Growl Blue. Starting up with Dread Scythe. I guess it's the worst weapon in the game. Don't think so.
I love that card. Gotta play that Dread Scythe Runechant Viserai. Yeah, he's opening a case, so a case comes with 4 boxes. So this is the last box.
4 Mouse Recycle.
Ooh, that maybe makes me think I might be... I mean, what else have you not pulled at this point, right? Like, you've pulled just about every hit other than a library and a Carrion Husk.
So I have class-specific equipment with just block value. Yeah, I guess. I mean, then what would be the point of the like the Iron Rod equipment? Devil Jumper Yellow. I think he can do like two block equipment with like a lesser ability. It needs to be rare. Like actually got a good example in what's it called? The Steel Break Shields. Yeah, Steel Break Shield from Dynasty.
This cat's so cute, just sleeping here.
Oh, it's even
adorable.
I think. Some aftermath.
I guess extended art Herald of Rare Edition would be pretty cool too. Or the oh no, wait. What about the Blasphemeth and
like it's a shield, it has something with
Blasphemeth and Ursur? Those ones too?
You're not dying to aggro is pretty good.
Can't remember.
It's like in Blitz, then you still have with Bravo, Vol, and such. You still like with 2 from the shield, helmet. Just you've got 9 armor potentially, just lying on the table.
What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Spicy pulls, spicy pulls, spicy pulls.
It's... Nope, just throw it on the table.
You paid for that entire case though already, so like, it's worth it.
Holy fuck!
Oh! God damn it, my man. God damn it. No way. No way. This man's pulling everything. Every single cold foil this man is slammed through in this case. Who'd you buy this case from? Who did you buy this case from? I need to know who that is.
God case. Wow. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we've got what's the rest of the pack? Commission, right? Nothing much. So we got Carrion Husk, Mark of the Beast Extended Art, Phantasmal Footsteps Goldful, Vine Dynamos Goldful, and the Luminaris. Like
what's the other legendary? Isn't there another legendary in that set? Because there's the Carrion Husk, there's the Vestiges of Soul. Vestiges of Soul is the other one. So you'd have to get Vestiges of Soul and a Galaxy Black alt art. Oh, they were promos. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, no luck left. Go off my lights.
Damn.
Existence, pretty nice.
Damn, man. That's crazy.
I was in Rothman Center.
Yeah, Vestiges of Soul.
Walking at the side of the road for the procession of the king, and they were handing out paper crowns, but I couldn't get one. I was trying to find one for the stream, but they were all out. Actually, I have a little story about in-game existence. During the first Pro Tour in New Jersey, I was playing against a chain player.
I love your story, but I am gonna pass that.
Oh, yeah, we could have gone to Burger King. We've got a Burger King in City Center. With a pits foil. Shield.
I'll let your subscribers enjoy your story. If you haven't already, go over to Yama's channel. Subscribe to him.
Yeah, it was very rude. Fortunately, it wasn't relevant for the game, but we were just another printing error, same one. Huh.
Another dusty visit.
Of course, red. Fortunately, it wasn't relevant for the game, but it was very rude, and it makes the Pro Tour experience.
That case by itself.
Just because of how rude the Channel Fire stuff was. Channel Fireball staff was.
Yeah, but there are cold foil versions of those tokens that are like promos specifically.
I think the warnings in the game are weird. Like, and also the judges. Like, I tried doing the judge exam. And according to the judge exam, I failed it on like one question.
You have
too many.
287, 154, 156. So like,
because in my opinion, the judges are way too focused on
like almost like six
accommodating players.
I'm probably almost like $800 worth of cards in just that bin alone. Crazy.
I seem so tight. I mean, judging is really hard, but it's because you have to be strict with people, but also
That was too high. Fun fact: when I had Vestiges of Soul. I pulled a Vestiges of Soul for one of my patrons, and
or rough on judges at times.
It was cold foil, and I was gonna send it out. You know, I was sending it off to him, and I was just like, "Hey, man, like here's all this stuff," and he wasn't really into Flesh and Blood when I'd first done this opening for him. And so I was just like, yeah, the card's like $75 at the time or something. It was like $75 for a cold foil Vestiges of Soul. And he was like, well, I don't really like need it, but like, what if like if you had anything for trade, we can trade some stuff. And so I kind of gave him my little lowdown of what I had, and he was like, oh, no, you know what, never mind. Like it's fine. You can just send it my way. I'll just keep it nice and pretty and, precise. And I was just like, okay, cool. Sounds good, right? So I sent it over to him. And then Dusk Till Dawn got announced. And now the card is like $130, $150. And he's like, wow. Surprised that happened.
Wouldn't be able to be run as they are. Oh, wow. It's a shame that happened, that they were so rude to each other. Amber.
Did you pull a vestige too? There's no way. That'd be like an insane luck.
But I definitely had events where I would
crazy luck.
Myself, having a time, even if I did really, really badly in terms of score, that having bad player interaction, like people being rude and such, like even one person can ruin the entire event. I mean, yeah, I understand. I can get the competition of fears, like the top up prizes are green red. How many packs left? Let's see. I'll put them out. So left side. Right side. So 8 packs left.
He's got to get, and he's got to get one more thing in here. There's no way he doesn't have one more thing. He either gets the erudition or he gets the vestige.
Being a judge, but me personally, I think the top cut prizes for Flesh and Blood are a bit
Shoot.
too much. So much value is concentrated in the top bracket of players that a lot of enjoyment is sapped out of events for some people. Like people get really competitive.
I think he was talking about erudition.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, we'll be late.
Well, let's finish it off at least.
I mean, when I was in Belgium, I had a player next to me from Germany, a certain starfish-loving German player. Talked to my opponent. Me and my opponent were having banter, and he said that I'm not a good player because I'm not German. I was like,
oh, Rob, Vestige of Soul doesn't come in
I didn't know
extended
whether
art. It
to
just
call it
comes in
Russia or
cold
not.
foil or rainbow.
But then I would be derailing my own game. Oh, you could be a judge. That's a shame. Oops, so not Arcanix foil.
That's a good hit.
Best card to miss on. No, it wasn't. I very much doubt it was humor. I think it was just being very rude.
Eclipse is another one that's legendary in here. I forgot.
Captain's Call foil. But honestly, Madrid was a very nice event. It was. I had a blast. Had a lot of fun. I even did really well with what's it called? The team event. Like honestly, me and two friends joined up. Oh, Luminiscence. We went to the sneak peek in Madrid for the sneak peek uprising stuff. And we did like the
yeah, I couldn't imagine pulling a cold foil and a rainbow foil. I want to open more uprising on the channel first and foremost. I really want to open more. But then another part of me is just like, don't open more. Just buy the shit. Just buy it. Just buy it. If I just buy it,
and we didn't expect it
I'll be
really well.
fine.
We ended up being sixth. It was really funny because us three we were having a blast, having a really good time, and around us we had like very try-hard Polish try-hard Polish guys. Some with an amazing game against Pablo Pintor's team. Very fun. Never found yellow. Oh, another Herald of Erudition.
nice.
Alright, last pack. They're doing a Team Connor event at the Battle Hardened in the Roer area. Team Connor event. I think sportsmanship scoring is so hard to quantify. It's very. Alright, last pack. Binding Demigod red. Growling Growl yellow. Crackle red. Herald of Ravages red. Cluster Line red. Space of Reality yellow. Illuminate blue. Pound for pound red. Blood Tip Regent. Brandish with another print error. Cell's Belting blue. Ooh. Still Sentinel foil. Nice.
That's a nice hit though. Arclight foils.
Who's small?
Pretty good. Pretty good there, Yama. Damn. That's good shit. That's a win right there, I'll tell you what. I was really confused on the prices of cards when I started. Third box was Tails hit Creepers and Corsham. Oh, man. They aren't that rare. There's no way. They're not that rare. Why are they over that much? Yeah, the rarity thing was certainly interesting to me. And I mean, like, I think my first legendary I pulled in a pack ever was Tectonic Plating. Tectonic Plating was the first ever legendary I ever pulled from a pack, and from WTR Unlimited. And I was like, oh my god, this sucks. So the card's like $40 or something, right? Not worth anything. Although $40, I gotta say, is worth something. So, hey, not a problem, Yama. Not a problem. Happy to show off some stuff. That was some sick hits in there, dude. I gotta find out whoever gave you that case and buy one from them. They're just handing out God cases like that. But yeah, I think it's just an interesting thing, right? I didn't get into the concept of like what the legendaries were and the fables were, but I never hit them. So all right, sounds good, Robin. Well, you take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I think I'm actually probably gonna get on offline here too. It's officially go time. Girlfriend is up, so I have to go get myself ready and prepared for emo prom tonight. So I'm going to a bar, which I just don't like doing, but we're gonna go. We're going to a bar, hang out with some friends, and just kind of have a wild little time. So, Kugane gave me another content creator. Oh, okay, Kugane. Yeah, there you go. I see. Well, shoot. Well, they had some good stuff then. So, yeah. So that'll be it for me right now. I hope you guys enjoyed our kind of like opening stream. Obviously, Twiddler is available to come back whenever he wants to open some more stuff. So probably not next Saturday, but maybe the next one after that. We'll have something set up. Obviously, I'll keep all you guys updated as far as premieres and so on and so forth, and we'll be good to go from there. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get some more openings on his end there. We can talk a little bit more about market stuff and talk about those. And then, of course, you guys can stick around to the channel. I'll be making more and more content here as the time goes on. So if there is anything you guys are looking to see, just go ahead and let me know in the comments of some of my videos. If you're looking for a specific thing, feel free to check out our latest videos that we have recently, talking a little bit about some states of other TCGs as well as some of our own. And yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, go check out Pure MTG. If they'll be live. Oh, that's right, because you guys have cardboard conversations today. So go hang out over there and have some cardboard conversations with Pure MTG. It's gonna be a great time. So. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Make sure to stay safe, be kind, and enjoy what you love. And I will see you all in the comment section very soon.